Welcome to Wizard Games, everybody. I am your host, Lee Adam. Yeah, you guys. We get a lot out of our system before we start. It's hard to believe. You you guys have not, but we do. We get a lot out before we start. That's a testament to how bad it can be. Anyway, let's get straight into some D&D. We've got some exciting stuff to do over the next couple of weeks. Let's get rolling. Previously on Wizard Game, I also realized in my recaps I usually start like 7 episodes back, and I should probably only do like the last one, make the whole thing like way shorter, not a 12-minute monologue. So previously on Wizard Tank Games, the crew had made their way to Darklake in the company of Telgrim, a dwarf that they had encountered in the Underdark, something of a wild mountain man of the Underdark, and had made their way by boat across the depths of Darklake. And it was a very foreboding sensation, as they couldn't see the bottom of the lake. They couldn't see very far in any direction because of this mysterious fog that kind of encompassed them. And they did notice that Telgrim was basically like, listen, the lake's going to take you where the lake's going to take you, and it'll spit you out in the end. So just chill out and relax. Contrary to that advice, Broggs lights up a big old light in the middle to see if he can see through a little bit. And it worked a little bit, but also attracted the attention of 2 froghemoths and their brood. And so, fighting ensued. And it was pretty harrowing, with at least 2 members of, you missed this, Evan. Alton was swallowed yet again.
Nuts.
What would it be if there was a monster capable of it that didn't swallow Alton? Like, is there even a point?
Nope.
Yeah, it's on brand. So he was swallowed again. And again, Carmack was attacked. So I feel like we're going to start to break some of these tropes, guys. We're going to get on this. I'm starting to feel bad. But everything worked out in the end. There were a few, honestly, it was like an epic moment towards the very end. I think it was Broggs that ended up doing some high-level manipulation of the water, and some awesome, just in my mind, the cinematic of Nock being lifted back up out of the water while just slamming his axe into this thing was awesome. Or his spell cleaver, I guess it's not really an axe. Anyway, with the danger past, they continue to now, in the dark once again, make their way across the Darklake until finally they hit the shore. And there was, some creepy dreams in the middle of that. But we pick up as the boat comes to rest into a rocky shoreline on the other side of Darklake. What would you guys like to do as Telgrim begins to pack up the boat?
Is there any of that phasers going on around us? Anywhere?
Make a perception check for me. As you notice that the fog of Darklake is kind of mostly behind you.
That's right.
An 8. With an 8, you don't see any from where you are. There, it looks to be like you're just on a small beach, maybe 15 to 20 feet deep, and it kind of coalesces into a singular tunnel that leads into surprise darkness.
So week before last, when I played,
Yes.
Telgrim told me that he was going to show me some unique Underdark ingredients
Yes.
used for brewing.
Yes.
Can we retcon that?
Yeah. He's going to give you some specific items. True. Let me look that up. I forgot about that. I'll look that up and I'll look
Wait.
Oh, we already know the glaze. Ben, those shrooms. I told you, one per day. One per day. I saw you with a full handful. I knew it's gonna be bad. Oh gosh. All right, you guys. Oh, by the way, start of the day. I assume that all of the spells that you typically do are ones that you have done. Your routine continues. Is this correct?
Not normally cast bless. Was it bless?
Aid. I cast aid. Gives 3 people 15 extra HP. I usually give it to Broggs, Alton, and Justin, I think. or Terran.
I've never had it before, but I will take it since I got rid of my 15 HP.
There you go. That's right. But oh well, it's our squishies. So
Yeah, I'm not that squishy.
whew.
For the day's journey, I need someone to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Hey,
17. Right.
I'll do
So beyond this, if you guys have any discussions or anything you'd like to do, you go ahead and do. Beyond this, you have a full day's journey that is relatively uncontested.
Hey Mike. Could you mute your computer? Or something, his camera's the volume keeps getting twitchy on my end. I'm not sure if everybody else can hear it, but I can notice that Mike's stuff's not muted. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it.
Did you join audio?
Oh, okay. Well, then APOC D is also on, and so is the DM. There's multiples that aren't muted.
Oh, my bad. This one's not. I also didn't join the audio here. Ooh. My bad.
I just noticed like it just keeps cutting out randomly. I don't know. It could very well just be me. That was brutal.
I've suggested if he's coming through, maybe he does join audio with it.
Do we have any? Okay, so let me show you what I did here. Technical problems. What would a day in Wizard?
That sounds better to me. I don't know about you
Do you
guys.
do you mean to do it? I joined it again.
Yeah, it's okay.
You mean to
I
unjoin
might
it?
have given him bad advice.
That turns off your speaker and then just turn your volume all the way down as well.
Yeah, I did. Oh, that one too.
Yeah, now everything's muted locally except for APOC.
Okay, how do we sound now?
Good. I don't know what it was. I just kept hearing it cut.
Yeah, I
Like it was like a chop. I don't know what it was.
Sounds fake.
All right. I'm not going to go back and cut that out. So sorry that you heard that. I think that now I've got an echo on mine now.
Danny's such a liar, dude.
Okay.
Danny,
What's up?
you're such a liar, dude.
I know.
All right. So we pick back up. You guys have a relatively uneventful day of travel ahead of you. And beyond that, the following days when you should reach this Gith outpost. So I assume that your travel time is pretty quiet. But once you arrive, you set up your vagabond's tent and make your way inside. Would you guys like to do any sort of watch?
Yes,
Or-
I want to go ahead.
Yeah, you go first.
I want to speak with Taryn real quick. Yo, Taryn.
Eric, what's up?
Hey, so where are we going?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I know we're going to like save my mother, which I think is at the center of an illithid hive, but like where that is, I'm not 100% sure.
Do you think we're gonna be able to defeat a hive?
I'm not sure that that's the route that I want to take. I don't know if it's a matter of defeating.
Okay, what are the other options?
I mean, I think contrary to popular belief, those that are pretty intelligent. I think we might be able to negotiate or have some sort of parlay.
I mean, there's no doubt that they're intelligent. That is 100% fact.
Like, I don't think they're just gonna eat us.
That I'm not. I don't know that they're
Here's
not,
the thing, Eric.
they're known to eat.
I grew up in this hive, and they did not eat me.
How many people did
Hang
you
on,
eat?
hang on, hang on. I thought you grew up in a monastery.
Okay, I grew up in both. Oh, you weren't here for any of this. I haven't got to tell you.
Nope. So how is that? So whoa.
So I'll explain the backstory to him, but essentially
Light.
from birth to the age of about 8, I grew up in the caverns with the illithid. This is all new to me, so it sounds a little weird.
As yourself?
Yes, I looked like this.
And they didn't eat you
No,
because of your psychic abilities?
I don't know if it was because of my psychic abilities, but they saw me the same as them.
I just don't know that they're going to see us, the rest of us, the same as them.
Well, I don't know. I
You want to go talk to them. That's your.
I have this nagging feeling that
Is
I
that
don't think it's just gonna be a I don't think we're gonna have to be in a large combat with the illithid, or I don't know.
because I'm great. I'm great with the sword, but not when I'm being mind controlled.
Yeah. Well, you can't be mind controlled, right? With your crown?
That's, personal. I don't
You
know.
can't have your thoughts read.
Yeah, I don't think
It's way more specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my thoughts can't be read. It doesn't. I'm not immune to psychic damage or.
Yeah. Um
I'm just worried. I'm worried for the team.
Here, I want you to have this. And I'm going to give him the potion of psychic resistance. I
Ooh.
don't actually know what it does, but I'm gonna give it to Eric.
It gives fire resistance.
What
It
is
gives fire vulnerability.
Yeah, fire vulnerability.
Huh?
I'm not sure if it only reduces psychic damage or if it has any other
Oh, I see.
effects.
The smell is a little acrid. The taste is a little bit like a battery, but the effect is for 10 minutes you have resistant to psychic damage.
It's awesome. That's really solid for what we're about to do.
The other thing is real quick, how long has it been since I used the Ring of Etherealness?
I would say, well, gosh, you used that
I used that one at the same time we got back from the unicorn.
days ago. I would say probably about 5 days ago.
Okay, because I can only use it once a week. I just want to know how close that week is.
I'll say 5 days. This,
Okay.
This being the 5th, so tomorrow will be the start of the 6th.
Okay. I don't know. Eric, I don't know. I don't have answers. I have these gut feelings that it's not gonna be some kind of, I don't know. I don't know that we're gonna have to put up a fight. But I don't know that it's gonna, I can't guarantee that.
And I'm not trying to pry or push you too hard.
No, I mean, I give you everything I have. There's nothing that I have else to, like, you're not trying too hard. I don't have a lot of answers myself. That's the thing.
So if we manage to get to your mom and save her if she wants to be saved, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. She's trapped.
So if we save her,
It's confusing because I don't know who she's trapped by.
then what happens?
I don't really know how the whole other brain thing works. Like, my memories have kind of been stripped.
She's
I don't
trapped.
know if like as the elder brain, she controls the hive. I don't. What? Say that again.
She's trapped by an elder brain.
No, my mom is an elder brain.
Awkward.
Okay. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page. You want to go into a hive of mind flare.
Mhm. Yes.
Get your mom, who is the elder brain of said hive,
Yes.
and take her.
I don't have any plan from there. I just want to get to her.
I haven't thought that far yet. Does not sound like a great plan.
Well, that was the original plan. But having spoken with my brother, things have changed.
Options with your brother.
Yes.
So you have a brother now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is that?
His name is Torval. He's
Orval?
Torval. He comes to me in visions, speaks to me there
Okay.
in dreams.
What kind of things does Torval say?
I mean, he says things like, I haven't unlocked my full potential, that not everything is the way it looks.
Okay.
And Taryn, as you guys are kind of winding down and starting to rest, as you're having these conversations, you visibly see Torvald like walk from behind Eric and just kind of like staring at him, like looking him up and down as you're having this conversation. Clearly nobody else can see him, but he seems to be like heavily inspecting this newcomer to the group. Not saying anything, just watching.
I have a question for you, because I didn't speak with her, but I felt like she got a message or whatever or in our session about what I could do to help Taryn. Just at any point, something catches my eye or something like that. She's like sent me a message or something.
Okay, so Torval is your brother, comes to you in dreams. Says you've not unlocked your full potential. Things aren't what they seem.
I have conflicting accounts of my past.
Okay.
I have what the monastery told me, which is essentially that I was a gift of Melora's, given to the monastery for whatever reason.
Sure.
I have the version that Melora herself told me when we went to Elysium, which is that I was born out of a promise between the god Denier and my mother, who was a Titaness. Her reward for serving him faithfully was me. And then,
Hang on, real quick. I thought you said she was an elder brain.
so essentially, if I think I've got the gist of what this story is she served Denier and he sent her down to control the mind flare. And they began devouring her in a sense. And as they did, they died off and she grew in their power and turned into an elder brain.
So she was sent down to
Control them. Yes.
So if we remove her, then they are.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if removal's the process, but I don't know if she's already been removed. The visions that she's sending me is she's caged, imprisoned. I don't know how much power she even has left. And then Torvald's telling me that I was not born of either of them, but I'm really a child of Dren and that I'm supposed to bring some kind of, I don't know, freedom of mind and thoughts to the world to remove, I don't know. That's all I know. There's not a lot there.
Okay. So you basically have two paths before you. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Have you decided which one you want to go down?
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean by two paths? Like two options of like the encounter that we have with the illithid, or
You said you have two conflicting stories.
accounts? I mean, I don't have an answer right now because I don't know which one's true.
Well, if you're trying to get to your mom, I guess that's, we'll try to do it.
Yeah. That's the only plan I've got at this point. It's not a lot. I know it's not a lot. It's changed. I wish I had something more. I mean, I'm open to any advice or thoughts you have.
It feels a little, the plan seems
A little what?
a little thin.
It has progressively got thinner since we've come down here.
What's Duncan's got big.
I don't think he has actually. Meta.
Oh, yeah, not yet. Not yet.
I still make that because he's bigger than when I last saw him.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah, he's growing big, getting strong. He's had a rough couple days, but
Is he white, correct?
I don't know. We never said what color he was.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's more of like
Or is
a,
like a black, like a steel kind of?
I think he's like reddish, like a reddish pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, he's been a great ally for us down here in a lot of ways. So I'm glad to have him around.
Get some that. And I suppose we'll see if we can get you some answers.
I'm gonna walk over to Carmack and hey,
Yeah,
can I talk to you in private?
Like, I look around and be like, "Oh yeah, sure. Do you have an office that we can step into?"
Let's maybe just step a little bit away from the bubble outside of it. Can we like
Yeah,
find
sure.
a spot within distance of the bubble?
Yeah.
But like that's safe, that we feel like no one can hear us.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
Who? Which one of us?
Whoever's looking for a spot.
We'll both do it.
I've got a +1, just if that
Perfect.
matters.
For survival?
It's wisdom.
For survival, I have a +3.
Better than me.
21.
Yeah, you find a space not far off, a nook into the pathway that you feel pretty safe in.
Was that with advantage since we were both looking and I rolled, or was it just my first roll?
I think that's just your first roll.
Okay, then that's a 7.
Oh,
Sorry.
You were able to do with advantage because Karnak was helping you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then it is 21. Yeah.
21, you're set. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to say this. I just feel like you're the most qualified person to talk to. But I think I accidentally joined a cult like you did.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. I really was not expecting that to ever happen to me. And I'm gonna show him my arm.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, man.
As he pulls down like his cloth covering here, you can see these like this black lines that actually kind of look like they weave down. They almost look like vines or tentacles that curl down his entire left arm down to his wrist.
Like, when did you get that tattoo?
I think it's some sort of, oh God, I hate that I'm saying these words. I think it's some sort of hack magic,
Oh, okay, yeah.
which is,
So you're
I
like a
think-
warlock now.
Yeah, I'm like a warlock now. And I'm gonna, when he says that, I'm gonna, oh, hold on. I think I said
Like, hey,
something cool.
let me ask a
I'm-
question though. Do you
I'm
happen
going
to know who
shoot it-
your
Oh,
pact?
never mind. I'm not gonna do an Eldritch Blast. That'd be bad.
You can kind of draw that magic into your arm, though. Like blast
Yeah.
out, kind of flare it up.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
He's got Eldritch Blast.
I don't really understand how any of this works. Like, am I indebted to this patron? I don't know who it is. I think it's Dren. Do you know who that is? You don't even know who yours is.
Just, would that be like a religion check, maybe? Just to see if I know anything about Dren.
Yeah, we can call it a religion check.
Okay, I got 16.
Never heard of her.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Oh man.
That's what I say is I've never heard of her.
Oh, okay. I think it is a man. I don't really know how deities work. They might just be binary. I'm not sure. They might literally just exist. I have no idea how they work.
Like, I'm not even really sure who my pact magic is from. The best I can understand or explain it though is like there is like kind of like this external source for my powers
Yeah.
and magic.
Like,
And
they
like
control you?
I just hadn't really thought about it, but I don't believe they are.
I mean, it's kind of cool. I like it. Like, I got all these cool, this like, I don't know. I just can feel it inside of me. It's cool.
Yeah, you just kind of like react and it just happens in a way sometimes.
Yeah. It's like butterflies in your stomach, but kind of like through your whole body.
Yeah.
The thing that's weird is like, okay, we got to keep this a secret. But my brother's been coming to me at night and talking to me. I'm gonna look around and see if I see him.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's drifting probably about 15 feet away from you. It almost looks like he's on the lookout for you.
Can I communicate with him telepathically?
What's odd is that you don't really feel his mind.
Okay.
The way that
It's just like,
you just kind of see him.
so here's what he's telling me. And I'm gonna tell Carmack basically the whole conversation I had with him last time about how he's giving me these gifts and that Dren wants him to like help me learn more about what I'm supposed to be, that I'm, what am I, the catalyst and all this. Yeah. But here's the thing. Do you remember all that Lance meta?
Yeah,
Well,
I,
you
mean,
weren't
I
here.
remember some of it.
Okay.
Not all of it, but like,
Okay. I'll give you the gist. Anyways, so the thing is, like, I just don't want to be batting for the wrong team. Actually, since I saw Torval, I'm gonna start having this conversation telepathically.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I've never got gifts before like this. Like, I mean, Melora's always talked to me and she's always like guided me. But like now I feel like I'm imbued with powers, which is also kind of conflicting. I don't know. It's just very confusing.
I kind of view it like this: is if your powers let you do what you kind of already wanted to do, but just better, then it's probably not bad.
I am finding myself more and more in a position of not knowing what I want to do. I'm gonna tell him about frogs.
Ooh.
Oh, about like what happened during your communication with.
Yeah, like that I have the option to make frogs more agreeable and or end frogs.
A vegetable.
I don't
I feel
think
like
I would ever end frogs. I think he's ignorantly innocent. But I also feel like more often than not he's a danger. So him being more agreeable or having more insight into the actions he's about to make does sound appealing.
like for as much trouble as frogs has given us, as random fireballs happen to rain from the sky. Like we're also honestly speaking, I've died multiple times, and it's never been frogs.
That's true. That's true. I mean, the only time I ever get hurt is because of frogs, though. Maybe that's why I'm so tilted about it.
I mean, maybe you're just standing in the wrong place. Then.
No, yeah, maybe. I mean, I fight from pretty far away.
I like how Carmack is like the voice of like, maybe it's your fault. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
Real quick, since there was a break there for the joke, you might pull your microphone just a smidge away from your mouth.
Okay. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just like that very edge of occasionally picking up that crackle.
Got it. Okay. I'm like, yeah, there's some issues, we're in danger, but I mean, there's all sorts of things that are dangerous.
You're right.
And
I
I mean,
think
like, honestly, the thing is, sure, we take some damage from it, but hasn't he like done quite a bit to like save our hide in certain situations too?
I mean, has he?
That's what I'm thinking. What? Wait, man.
I mean, the only reason we just had to fight those frogs is because he sent out that light bulb after we had been saying for like 9 days not to make any light.
Yeah, I could see that.
Also ran into that city kind of wildly. And he kind of hid on the ship for a long time before he attacked. And he kind of searched for a stick the entire time we were fighting a dragon.
Well, yeah, but that's a really important stick, isn't it? For him.
I mean, to him, but like, I also like to think we're important. I just needed someone to internally. I've been internally processing this whole time. I haven't just. I don't know. I need to get off my chest.
Oh yeah, just let it out, man.
Okay. I mean, if we're being honest, I hate frogs.
I mean, yeah, I figure we all gotta hate somebody, right?
No, I just don't want to have to kind of depend on the person I don't like.
It's understandable.
I don't know. I don't hate him. I just he's kind of like my antithesis, right?
Come on.
He's not
He's just
agreeable.
like-
It's like
I feel like
It-
this is like a humble brag, but like I feel like when I'm strategic, I plan things. I always know what my next move is. And then this guy is just like ice skates downstairs and does crazy stuff all the time. And I don't know, maybe it's just because it's so different from how I am that it rubs me the wrong way.
yeah, you're probably onto something there.
The thing is Absalom's gone, and he would agree with everything you've said so far.
I don't know.
I kind
I-
of, like things are nice when they're predictable, but every once in a while something comes our way that's unpredictable, and maybe that's what we need frogs for.
But frogs is the unpredictable thing.
Sometimes, yeah, sure. But
Well,
what if we run into something? I mean, we weren't expecting to find a dragon down here. Now, granted, I don't know that he necessarily helped out in the situation, but not the point.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if he doesn't wake up in 5 days, it's me. But you can't tell anyone, or you won't wake up either. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
My boy Jerry got dark. Whoa.
Like,
No,
noted.
And then I pat him on the back, but seriously, and then just walk away. No.
How about this? If frogs ever inadvertently kills you, maybe I exact your revenge, like if you die, then I don't know.
How about
I'm not saying like,
if
but
if frogs inadvertently dies, I probably won't waste my potions on him.
that's all right. We got more than your potions, so it'll be fine.
Just messing. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. It's such an internal struggle, and particularly. But I hate that it's an internal struggle. I hate that it's like this thing that I have. The fact that I dislike him so much just also weighs on me.
How do you think it weighs on you?
I've never felt that way about someone. I've always been like, I don't know, not trusting of people, but I've just never I don't know, not really liked someone.
I mean, I want to say, does that make you feel bad about yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of seems like if you accept Rocks for who he is and just realize maybe you're going to take some damage every now and then, I don't know, maybe it'll be for the better. Think of it like this. Frogs is like the catalyst for you growing into a better version of yourself.
I feel like that's something that Torvald's already trying to do. I would rather Torvald do that than Rocks.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm gonna wrestle with it. Thank you for listening. I haven't got to vent it to anyone. Please don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Your secret's my secret.
The other thing is, do you think we have to worry about this copyright infringement thing?
Oh, you mean the cease and desist that we got?
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll blow over. Just change a couple words, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm really excited about publishing this one day and then having people from all over, add to it.
Yeah, and maybe we
We
have
need someone
like,
that can like authenticate that when people submit something.
yeah,
Maybe
I
we
don't
could have
even know
like
what that really means, but
well, we can't just accept every letter of someone who's like, I ate 600 donuts in 7 seconds. You know what I mean?
oh
Someone's gotta
yeah, like a
verify
witness.
the
We need
truth.
someone to be like present to verify. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe Andrew can write us up some magical contract that's like, if you lie on this contract, you're instantly dead.
They definitely weed out the liars, I would say.
Oh, just make a perception check for me.
Here's the thing.
10. You have noticed that with the nook where the vagabond tent is, just behind that, there's another space that's probably too small for anybody else to even really notice. It's definitely more of the goblin size, but you can see a faint twinkle of light from back there that strikes you as similar to Phasers.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. As you move like out of the vagabond tent, again, this is like a crack through the wall, and you kind of peek in through there. You think you could probably fit through, and about another 10 feet beyond, it looks like it opens up into another area, and you can definitely see what looks to be some Phasers that has gathered in that pocket.
My familiar.
Mhm.
I'm gonna send him in there, and I'm gonna go whatever they do. Eyes roll back in my head type
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, and I'm just gonna see what he sees.
Creeps in, pops out through there, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw for your pseudo dragon.
I just go off and stack, right?
Yeah. Four, here we go. I'll put it up here. I got D&D on.
You do. Cool. Well, I got it too.
I'm gonna just start it, but
All right, pseudo dragon wisdom saving throw is a +1.
It's a 12.
12 total. He vanishes from existence.
I'm gonna go in.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. He has advantage. You have magical resistance as a pseudo dragon.
Nah, this is 12.
Bye bye.
Okay. So,
Wow.
I'm gonna go in, but be cautious.
Okay. You move through the 10 feet. It opens up, and you can see it kind of moving there. You actually enter into the space.
If I have to get to the phasers, yeah.
Okay. You move into this space, and it's a small little alcove of a cave. It looks like maybe the Phasers moved beyond the wall here that it's not bound to the same rules that physical forms are. But as you move into the Phasers, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
15, or sorry, 16.
16. Okay.
You vanish.
Roll a d6 for me.
Oh no.
4.
Okay. Now roll a d100. Your percentile dice.
Here we go.
28.
Throw a second down.
Okay. Roll a d4.
Okay.
1.
1. You feel this phaser is different than previous forms. This doesn't wait to be taken, but it forces its way into you. And as a result, you feel this. If a cup could have a sensation as it has too much water poured into it, you have that sensation. You are overwhelmed and overruled. As such, you develop madness. You gain a tremor, your hands begin to shake. Reduce your athletics, your acrobatics, your stealth and your sleight of hand by 1 point.
Do I have to physically go in there and edit
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's off the custom.
Adam, before we leave this area, I would like to do something as well.
Okay, go ahead. As everybody's beginning to kind of bed down for the night.
Okay. Well, Knock is kind of like he has a piece of paper and he's like sketching something on it. He's actually going to go over to Alton. Make, hey Alton, can I see your hand?
Yeah. Which one? I'll hold it out.
Which one do you hit someone with?
Both of them.
Okay, let me see both.
Okay.
So he's gonna take 2 measurements of like the width and like your hand up to, and then also your like your forearm length. Weird, they're different sizes. Okay. Let me see here.
No, but I've heard you can learn more by measuring my feet.
No, probably not. I don't think that actually works. Medicine check. No, I'm sitting there and I do he's just gonna take some measurements of your arms and hands. All right, now I want you to hit my hand.
Okay.
Break all of them.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I think it's wrong.
I just completely whiffed.
All right, hit my hand, but with you know, when you really hit something.
Yeah,
Can't
not
change
bad.
the
I've had a
skills.
few drinks. That's not good.
Well, I mean, like
Okay.
when you hit something and you push it back. I don't know I don't know what to call your ability.
Have we gone to bed yet?
No.
Okay, now I'll burn rage. Tell you what, you hit me first.
Bah! He just smacks you across the face.
Decide, I'll turn back to you. I grin, and then my eyes go white.
All right.
Punch, like, go on. Let's see if I miss again. This is gonna be great.
Reckless.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, for real, reckless. It's first. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So that's a 19. Yeah,
Just
not bad.
Because that's just.
okay, with a 19, you can hit the target. That it's less so that he's like trying to hit you.
Yeah. I'm not trying to block anything
It's
here.
the target of your hand. So yeah, blast into that.
So that is 20 damage.
All right. Okay. Oh, good hit, son. All right, that was all I needed to know. Thank you. And then, like, you see him kind of like he like heals his hand as you're sitting there, just like kind of like you probably broke some fingers, I'd imagine. Doing 20 damage with a single punch is pretty intense. So yeah, so he like resets his fingers and it's like does like a little heal, yeah. Yeah. All right, that's all I needed.
Okay. Well, this has been fun.
Don't make a habit of hitting me though. But he goes back and sits down and starts working on something. So
Rugs, back to you.
What happened to me in there? Am I still conscious? Or?
You're still conscious. You just been kind of overwhelmed and you backed up against the wall, giving yourself about 4 inches of space between you and the face.
So I guess what I'm gonna do is try to do magic missile at 3rd level, and I kind of want to shoot it all in like the defined area to see if there's like something I can reach. Call it a rip for me to.
Understood. So yeah, your magic missile fires off with no real distinct target. It just kind of flies forward and vanishes into the wall. You do see the phasers begin to like swirl, almost like it's been agitated by that.
I'm nice. I'll talk to David. Imagine, how do you think I should pass this? There's some sort of wall.
I don't think it's a wall, Roz. I think it's this stuff. It's the phasers. It's maybe we got lucky the first time. This stuff seems hungry.
Well, I was talking. Let me know what you think, but I was trying to see if I could put a portion of this in here, which makes it stronger in some way.
I don't know what it would do. It seems unpredictable. It's not like the magic that we know.
Well,
It feels wrong.
you've been with me a while. I'm pretty unpredictable.
Yes, but the equations are all there. It's all one step after the other. It's what you do with it that's unpredictable. But the math is the math, and this is math with colors and sounds. It makes no sense. I don't think we should mess with this.
Give me one more try. If I fail, I'll leave.
Okay, I trust you.
I'll try one more time.
All right,
Try to break the barrier.
enter inside. Okay.
No. Cock or not cock?
Looks good.
Okay. What was this? A wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw.
It's a natural 19, so a 22.
You again feel this like rush, this just head rush in your head. You feel dizzy and lightheaded for a moment, and it doesn't pass, but you're able to hold it at bay just enough. What do you want to do?
I want to use the natural wild magic I'm used to and kind of funnel it through me, so I'll take the brunt of it, but I want to like use myself as a filter to focus that raw magic into Becky.
Okay, make an Arcana check for me.
Do I get advantage?
Ooh.
What?
I got a 1.
Excellent.
Oh, hang on. Can you use up Tides of Chaos?
Oh, I have my potent.
Yeah.
And I do have Tides of Chaos.
Did you roll
too.
any of your important dice yet? Because this is a new day. You haven't used any.
Then I need to roll for that.
Okay, go ahead and do that because you may want to use those before you use Tides of Chaos.
Yeah, I have it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use one of my portents. I got a 19 on that.
There you go.
So
What do you get?
burn one of those. And the other one's a 4.
It's going good.
So good. That's a 21.
Oh, dude. What happened?
A couple of things. Let me see.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Roll a d10 for me.
dude, Adam's got your number, bro. Although it might be this.
7.
Okay.
What you got? This box is done.
I don't know. He's just messing with things he doesn't understand.
I'm just like, yeah, don't do it. I might die. You're trying to do a living skeleton.
All right. 2 things happen. The first is Bronze disappears.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
What's the second one?
You may not have to
All right.
worry about it, Taryn. I might take
Eric?
care of myself.
What were you doing?
Oh, well,
Did any of the sea frogs leave?
He climbed in a hole. We couldn't see it.
no. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Then I'll say Taryn and Carmack, as you make your way back.
Because I mentioned I talked to Taryn during our watch.
Yeah. It's been like as you guys are setting up, I guess.
Okay. Then I'll do a watch. do.
We'll do
I'm
it.
on first watch.
Okay. Karen, with your passive perception, as you enter back into the dome, something feels off to you for a moment. And then you realize that your party is one fewer than it had been previously.
I mean, has anyone seen frogs?
Question, did I see that?
I feel
No.
Like, did I?
You killed
No.
him. What'd you do?
So
Um,
as Taryn says, has anyone seen frogs? I give him like this look like, did you? Because suspecting, I give him that knowing look like, did you?
On the fact, even though it wasn't a conversation, on the fact that Taryn is
There's some animosity.
I'm just gonna glare at you.
Last time I saw him, he was setting up for an alarm thing. Probably somehow.
He was setting up something
I mean, he
outside
is
of
a
the
gob-
bubble.
I mean, he is a goblin. He kind of is in his habitat in the dark. So, I mean, he's probably pretty happy, I imagine.
I mean, are we concerned or do we want to give it a little bit of time?
I mean, doesn't he do this pretty often? I mean, he's done it twice since I've met you, and I haven't known you for very long.
Yeah, he does. He does do it pretty often. But there's usually a loud noise following the disappearance.
Well, I could cast a spell.
Yeah, I mean, I can cast something too to see if he's near.
Oh, I can just maybe I can track Bronchi, I think is what he calls it.
Oh yeah, Beth.
Yeah, Bronchi.
Oh, Beth, yes, his stick that he carries
Yes.
around.
Bethany. Beth for
Bethany.
short.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, go for it.
All right, I cast locate object, Adam,
Locate object,
on Bethany.
Bethany. I feel like I should make you roll some sort of disadvantage.
Well, it's the object itself. I don't know if that's.
he knows what he's looking.
Read the spell to me. Locate object.
Yeah. It says describe or name an object. Ooh, okay. That is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
Becky is nowhere within 1,000 feet.
I think he's gone. He is not within range of my spell.
No, hold on. That can't be right. I'm gonna cast. Perceive the unseen.
Okay.
I
Again,
can see hidden and invisible creatures within sight, like along the horizon, within the horizon.
Oh, by the way, I do this outside the tent. If that's
Right.
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
anything without outside of the spy plane? No. And so, normally, Karen, your dark vision is kind of like this odd outline of things. It's like a black and white sort of it's very bizarre the way that your dark vision works. And it's difficult to navigate.
Like a deer cam.
What is that?
Like a deer cam.
Not exactly. It's more like everything's black, but everything's outlined almost in this grayish line.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And so everything's kind of bizarre. When you do this, it lights up almost like another visual spectrum on top of what you have. And it's this, as far as you can see in any direction, there is no frogs.
Is there anything?
Within the area that you are, I will say no.
Okay. Yo, he's not here.
Well,
And then I'm gonna telepathically say to Carmack, I swear to God, I had nothing to do with this.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Eh,
it's like that makes me feel a little better.
Is should we be super concerned or?
Eric,
What's up?
what do you think?
They wake you up. You're like, "What?"
Eric.
Yeah.
Frogs is gone. Like gone. Like I can't see him, and Knock can't see him.
He's asleep.
I go wake Tobin.
Hey, what is that? And he comes up. He's got 2 knives in him.
Yeah. The goblin's gone. Magic's not helping.
All right. He puts his daggers away.
He's my best student.
He stretches out a little bit, although he popped up pretty
I'm
ready.
stepping away for just 1 second.
He's a light sleeper, 100%. Like, what was it? I'll kill it, dude. Fucking word.
All right, where did we last see him?
Around the camp, he was doing an alarm spell around the perimeter.
Right, stay here. Don't contaminate the track. I'll be back. And you see him. He moves out and about. And interestingly enough, as soon as he moves out of the light of the dome, you immediately stop being able to see him. As your dark vision permeates through this beyond, as soon as he steps out of the light, he's gone. He vanishes completely from sight. Mike, you're on.
All right, he's dead now too.
For what it's not. And so he begins to move around. And after a few moments, he comes back and he's like, he comes back in, walks back to the dome, and he goes, all right, so there's a small rift back here. It looks like he may have gone through that. There's more phasers in the back.
I can't fit through it.
No, honestly,
I'm gonna go over that way and see if I can see the rift.
yeah, as you guys,
Like-
as you peek through this small crack that Bronx had to like squeeze through, you can see what looks to be like, and he points out, he's like, all right, you can see there's a bit of a disturbance on the grounds, but he's gone.
Can I see like a spell cleaver rift?
You absolutely do.
I could go after him if you need me to, or a couple of us.
You get in there.
I'm a dwarf. I could get this rock out of the way.
You could maybe squeeze while also doing a little bit of light construction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see my echo then.
Yeah, your echo goes through. Because there's not enough space between the phasers and the wall. As soon as it hits over there, it vanishes.
Yeah.
The phasers consumes it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
Do we know where the
Whatever.
other end of that rift is? Can you tell with your blade?
Can I tell what?
Can you tell what's on the other side of the rift?
No, it's a gamble.
I mean,
How much does this goblin mean to you guys?
I mean,
I mean, he
you
seems
have to ask someone else.
he seems pretty invaluable to me. He can do a lot of work, a lot of damage.
Waits to hear what Tyrion says. Because he had said that he was acting. So I don't immediately respond because I know my answer. But I wait for Tyrion's answer.
I mean, he's kind of like your guys' mascot, right? I mean, we could save him,
I'm not.
or I could go after him at least. I don't want to deter you from your quest, though, Taryn. So if you want to continue, I can go on my own.
No, it's not a matter of that. I just don't know. I don't know if we can even get in here. Can we get in? Can we get in? DM, is there room for us? Sorry, I was in the bathroom with you guys.
You no, none of you can squeeze through here, with the exception of maybe the dwarves after they tear down some of the rock. They could make a way through.
Okay, listen, I don't mean to sound cold, but what are the odds that he went against his will versus him choosing to go off on his path? Based on track record.
Well,
I do low-key have to agree with Alton on this.
Yeah, based on the tracks, he went voluntarily. There's no struggle until he gets to the other side.
So, I've heard an expression before. A wise man once said, he made his bed.
I'm gonna start breaking away the rocks just to start making an opening for us. I have a pickaxe if that matters, so I start wailing away.
Eric, you were the closest to frogs.
And he's not taking anybody with him. Nobody else appears to be in danger because of this. So I'd say let him go. See what happens.
Yeah, but who of us hasn't, wandered through a random portal in the middle of the Underdark?
I imagine Carmack also raised his hand to that question.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm like,
I think my point is we've all made mistakes, right?
Yeah, but we don't know that this was a mistake.
Well, it probably didn't start out as a mistake, but maybe it is now.
That's what Karen's mom said.
Do I know?
Much work have I done, Adam, to get this hole open?
I would say you're probably about halfway through.
I can help with this, but I need to know what the plan is. I can summon an earth elemental to just bludgeon the crap out of it.
He's making good progress. And
Oh, okay.
you do whatever you want to do, but he's being relatively quiet as he's kind of like precision chipping away at the rock.
Okay. Because I have a earth elemental that has that siege monster thing.
So point of fact, Eric does not know what this is.
The group ship.
Yes.
I'm gonna help knock moving stuff away.
Yeah.
Eric, don't get too close to that phaser stuff. It's really dangerous. We lucked out last time, but
What is it?
I think Becky told us it's essentially like ancient magic in its like most raw form. It's unpredictable and it's very dangerous. Rog's turned into like 9 animals last time, dealt a bunch of damage to himself, but then also was able to heal himself. And then we got teleported to a different plane.
He got shorter too.
Oh yeah, and he lost his 8. Didn't he lose like 4 years also?
No, he aged,
You aged some?
Yeah, he aged.
but that was during the dragon, I thought, or something.
Oh, he aged and lost some of his height. He's like the size of a walking old baby.
I'm not even sure where to look for frogs.
He's on the other side of that rift. I can cut it open and we can go through.
That rift could literally be hell. Literally.
Well, your friend's there. Are you gonna save him or not? Anyone else?
No, I'm over here helping, dog.
All right.
Yeah.
With this, knock clears a path large enough for you guys to squeeze through, especially you, Eric. It's a super tight squeeze as it
This
is.
boy can't.
Your arm is like,
And can Duncan fit through? Can Duncan fit through?
Duncan cannot. No.
We got to keep clearing because I'm not leaving Duncan here by himself.
Do we think all of us should go anyways? I mean,
Well, Knock, you have to go because you're the only one who can bring people back.
You guys continue.
yeah.
Continue your mission, and we'll be back with frogs.
No, hold on, Eric. You can't just jump into a portal. You're a king. Like, you literally have a whole thing. You can't just go in chasing one person. You have a lot of responsibilities. And I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here, but is Roggs more important than the queen?
This is how Karen kills me. This is how we kill me.
Oh gosh.
I don't remember what the queen's name is. If I would say her name, so
Miranda.
Loranda.
Why'd you say that name?
All right.
Martha.
Who's going? I'm going. Who else? Then I'll go alone.
I'm gonna come.
No,
I am not afraid of whatever's on the other side of that. I'm old. I've
No.
lived a long life.
I didn't say I was afraid of it. I just said calculated risk. You know, is it worth me going through if you might not even be in danger? We don't know.
That's
If he's
fair.
not in danger, he won't be in danger, right?
But I can bring him back either way.
What if he's doing something good? What if he's trying to find some good weed?
Okay.
Since you bring it up, the mushrooms that you were given are something called tongue of madness. It's an edible fungus. It looks something like a large human tongue. It's disgusting. Again, all of these materials are native to the Underdark, so you have to be technically into the Underdark area.
This is
in order to find it.
seasonal
Uh,
special run.
100%.
This,
Like $100 bottles.
if you use this, it requires a DC 12 Constitution save, or immediately makes you just full blown, like comedically drunk.
Psychotropic.
DC 12 can't say.
DC 12, like you compulsively speak out loud for the next duration of about.
Which is horrible in the Underdark.
Yeah, nonstop.
You can't hold down a secret.
The second thing is called Ormu. It is a bioluminescent green moss.
How do I spell?
ORMU. You have to harvest it, dry it, and then you grind it into a powder,
I'm
and
getting your way.
it glows a green color. It's more of a novelty than anything else, but it is you know, an ingredient that you can use for alcohol.
To make glowing green beer.
Mhm. He also tells you about this stuff that he makes his own, but he didn't see any around here. He does give you a small amount of it. It's called Timisk.
Okay.
Timmask.
Okay.
It's also called the devil's mushroom. It's orange and red striped toadstool.
Okay.
And it requires a DC 14 con save, or you are technically poisoned.
Yo, that's
Uh,
legit. Get poisoned on poison.
And it is such a potent drink that like in shots or your what's that stuff that's like
Jello shots.
Clear.
no the hardest like stuff that like they like melt and
Oh, absinthe.
yes, it's like absinthe. This is essentially like an absinthe sort of thing. It's like
Yes.
he's like, I'm telling you right now, like a teaspoon will knock you off your butt. And as he like drinks a shot of it, because he's like, you know, a dwarf. But so it's a DC 14. If you succeed, you're drunk. If you fail, you are under the effects of the confusion spell.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know.
But again,
It's confusion spell.
It's
yeah, the confusion spell.
It's like a mad scientist.
He gives you essentially enough to make like a single barrel.
Okay.
This is sick.
So then, so meta, unmeta here. I go, maybe you just go up and find some weed. You know, I'll go with you. Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down. You boy all in.
All right. Me and Olton. Do all the rest of you want to stay?
No, I'm going.
Carmack, Taryn?
I looked at you waiting to see if you were coming with us. I'm already there, boss.
What's his name? Sorry, I don't have it written down. The guy who's with us.
Elgren.
Is he going?
Lgren. If you look over to him and you ask him,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, I signed up to take you to the Gith. I'm not stepping through some portal and not touching the phasers. You just move. Sometimes fire burns you.
I'm not going without Duncan.
Okay.
We can't hear you, Lance.
Sorry. So, I mean, am I I mean, it seems like everybody's going except for Taryn, Duncan, and Dahlgren. Like, I don't know. I could probably go 50-50. I feel like maybe I'll stay here.
All right.
Doc?
You guys take care. I'm gonna try to go through the phase wrist into the.
Eric,
Yeah,
are you sure you want to do this?
yeah, I made my choice.
Doc, as you cleave into this rift that only you can see, and only because you are attuned to the spell cleaver, the phase wrist attacks you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
25.
25, you are able to shirk this off as well as you feel it start to try to drive its way into your essence. You cut open the rift. Frogs. In the moment that you're transported through, you lose consciousness immediately. And eventually you come to hearing the faint call of your name. And it gets louder until finally you hear, "Frogs, wake up!"
Jump up.
You feel no gravity. You feel no weight. You feel no ground, no up, no down. You realize you were drifting in darkness. Snap. What happened? Frogs, what happened?
I don't know. I woke up. I assume this is Becky.
Yes.
I don't know. When I'm conscious, is whatever happened in the Fizzlers happened.
What's that?
I'd look at whatever.
You're like,
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
And eventually you turn around and you see a large, multi-slitted iris eye staring at you from the distance.
I try to communicate with it.
What do you do?
I call out and I say, "Why have you been watching me?"
Make a persuasion check.
Nice one. 100%. Here it goes. I got a +5. 3, 2, 1.
It's a 14.
No response.
Is that all I see is an eye? There's no like bigger obstruction that's attached to it.
Oh.
Do we see drops?
This is kind of all happening.
Okay. Okay, that's
Like
fine.
back in the initial.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast on it.
You feel the magic well within you. And as you begin to cast this spell, it's immediately drawn from you before. It's almost like if you've seen like the X-Men movies, as the cops would like draw their gun and Magneto's just like pulls it. So as you begin to summon the magic of detect thoughts, you feel it pulled from you forcibly. And then you hear the sound that can only be described as like boots on tile. Yeah.
I kind of try to direct myself towards that sound, I guess.
Right. And you're gonna.
Yeah, but while I'm swimming,
Dog.
ask. I want to know if Becky has any knowledge of what this thing is.
That's the symbol. That's the one that we saw in our book.
Yeah, I know that, but I just no other knowledge of what this could be or what it means.
Never seen it before. I've never heard of it. But as you kind of spin to the point where you lose sight of that, you come full circle and you see someone walking towards you. But again, they're not on the ground. They're in an oddly, like a navy colored fine suit, almost. It looks to be pressed, a sharp crease down the pants, some gold and silver medallion and filigree and a couple of chains, and a cloak that drifts off of them. It looks like somebody took the night sky full of stars and just embedded it in this cloak. You can even see what looks to be like a wisp of cloud kind of drift across it occasionally. And they get closer and closer until they're about 5 feet from you. And they sit down. And as they do, a table and chair appears. Hello, frogs.
How?
Have a seat. And you are already sitting. As you
Oh, okay.
as you begin to think it and it registers, you are seated. Tea.
That's cool.
And this is odd because as you think things, as he says tea, he's pouring tea. You didn't see him gather anything, summon anything, conjure anything, but there he is. He's pouring the tea. And your cup is in front of you. And it's warm and it smells delicious.
Are you a friend?
You see him almost like visibly confused for a moment. Like friend, that word. Distant. Friend. I could be. I think. He takes a sip.
I just pinky up.
Yeah, for the boys.
Yeah.
You asked me a question. I lost it in time. What was it?
I said, are you a
No, it was before that. It was after. I think it was before that.
are you the I?
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes.
I asked why have you been watching?
Oh. Just checking your progress.
What do you mean by that?
Progress. Progression near
No,
a series of
I
events.
I know the definition. What do you mean by my progress? I don't know you.
Oh. We've met before. Or yeah, before for you.
I don't know if you can read my mind, but I kind of revert to Becky, like telepathically or whatever, and I'm like, what is he talking about before?
I don't know, this guy's not making any sense. And he goes, oh, sorry, if I'm difficult to understand. Which catches you immediately off guard.
Yeah.
He heard Becky.
Did you? I just kind of. Did you hear?
Yeah,
How?
she's magical. You were expensive, actually. That's neither here nor there.
Are you working with the lady in the tree?
No, we don't, obviously. It's an interesting story. Not the purpose, and I don't have much time, obligations and all of that. And he pulls out this small circular metal device and it flips open and you can see a faint light kind of glow from it and he closes it. You would know it as a pocket watch. He drops it back into his pocket. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see.
I've been there.
I know. And it caused me to do something I wasn't supposed to do. We're
Been
not
there a few
strictly, oh, I know. We're not strictly speaking supposed to interfere in dramatic ways. So I gave a goblin in a tree a nudge.
Have you been guiding me?
I don't know that I really hold to that sort of thing. I've been hoping in you. So far, so good. All right. Let's say, for the sake of interest, 3 questions. Go.
How am I supposed to save the world?
Ooh, big one right out of the gate. Impressive. I like it. I knew I was right about you. You had the power within you. You needed some tools. You have some of those. A day will come when the veil. That's not the right word. A day will come when the weed is challenged. Certain things, no, certain fabrics have become too thin. And soon there will be a hole, but it won't stop when it's intended to. That's the problem. The hole is not the problem, it's the expansion. You understand?
Yeah, I think.
You'll know when it happens.
Becky helps me.
Like I said, expensive, but worth it. It's the expansion. The rip will not stop when it is supposed to.
Okay.
And everything will be drawn inside. That is what you have to stop. And she will help you.
Will I have to, second question, will I have to sacrifice myself to save my friends?
I don't know the future, bro. That could happen any moment. But if you do, and listen, if you do, everything will end. I know what it's like to have to make a hard decision, to sacrifice those you love for everyone else. I did that once. He's lost within a thought. I did that.
Are you okay? That's not the third question, but I'm concerned.
Sometimes you have to make the hard decisions for the good of everyone.
Third question.
Last one.
Is there anything I'll be able to find that's strong enough to help me along the way besides Becky?
Becky's the key. God touched, you know. Nothing to show you. And you see this giant rip open up straight through him into the Underdark on the other side. You guys now see this rip open between the two of you. But you're just out of reach. It's maybe 30 feet ahead of you, and you're now drifting again. You have no momentum. The rift is closing.
I like spin the opposite way, so my back's towards the rift, and I'm going.
What do you do on the other side as this rift opens up into darkness, and you can see Brock maybe 30 feet ahead of you?
Don't jump in there.
Yeah, I hop in to get to Vrogs.
I want to cast
Jump in.
Thunderclap to kind of push
Okay.
myself backwards.
All right, so boom, this enormous thunder drifts you back. Echo, or the Echo
I'm
jumps
jumping
in.
in. No, I jump in.
Eric jumps in, not jumps in. What do you do? The rift is beginning to close. This is a matter of split seconds.
I get you.
He's drifting back. Alton through.
I'm going.
Is he close enough that we can like grab it in like a chain?
At this point, that's exactly what happens. You feel the impact of Telgren on Alton. Alton impacts to Knock.
Yeah.
Knock impacts to Eric. Eric, you grab onto him. Telgren starts to pull back, but there's almost like a pressure, magical force that's drawing you back. I need everybody to make an athletics saving throw. A strength saving throw.
Can me and Carmack see this?
Yes, but you guys, again, this is in the course
You
of
don't-
seconds.
Am I able to make an attack?
You could make an attack. You technically you have one turn.
Okay, you guys ready
6
for this?
seconds. The rift closes.
Okay, so he grabs me.
Yeah.
I thought the rift was open for an hour.
No, he can open it for
For like short time.
Oh, you have an up to an hour to reopen it. I see.
Okay, so
That's what I thought.
Knock or Eric, who's ahead of me?
you grab Knock and Telgren grabs you.
Okay, I grab Knock and I yell, and again my eyes go white. I am projecting a telekinetic bulwark. Now I need a clarification on this. What it
Yes.
says is when you take the attack action, forego your attack to project a bastion of psionic power in a 10-foot radius around yourself. It lasts for 1 minute. During the duration, Energy boils within you, and when released as a reaction, you and your allies gain the benefit of the shield spell.
Yes. So it takes your action to
That's
summon.
layered. Yeah.
And then if somebody, so for example, if you use this, everybody in the room, if somebody tries to attack Rogs, you can use your reaction to cast shield on everybody.
Does that mean that the bubble instantly dispels? Because it said when you release it as a reaction.
So it kind of like you create ambient psionic energy around, and then as you use that reaction to use shield, it draws onto everybody.
So it says that it lasts for 1 minute or
Yes.
until I'm incapacitated. So does that mean the next time I get a reaction, I can channel it again?
No, once you use the shield, it's gone.
Okay. And
So you can
how
use it
long
up to a minute.
Does
Probably
that
the
mean that
word.
the shield spell lasts for 1 minute?
Just
or
as
does that one round?
normal, yeah, just like shield does.
I don't know how shield works.
Yeah, it's until your turn.
Okay, sweet. But either way, it also gives advantage on strength saves. So I'm using the bulwark right now and giving everybody advantage on strength saves. And then if there's any damage dealt, I'm gonna get shield.
Excellent. So now everybody gets advantage on their strength save.
I rolled my advantage and I still use Tides of Chaos and I got a 14.
Okay, 14. So yeah,
This is
you,
what,
you
athletics or
blast,
just a strength save?
you blast backwards and you twist back and you grab onto Eric.
Crazy, 27.
27. Eric, you bridge the gap between the two. Start pulling him
Your
in.
voice just ripped massive.
Knock.
Is a little weaker than everyone else.
15.
15. Knock, you with Eric, you were able to pull back through, and Alton, and you did 13. And for Telgren.
Telgren, my boy. He's got a +1 or a +2.
He's not bad. Strength saving throw +6.
Yeah, I knew he was pretty good.
A total of 19. With this, you're able to pull through Brogs as you begin to drift backwards as Eric's kind of pulled you. The last thing
Are we gonna make it?
is Becky. The rift closes down right over top of her.
Can I shield?
Is she gone?
You can shield, but it doesn't affect Becky.
Can
As
I
she's not-
then, as a bonus action, use my strength of mind
You
to
do not
pull
have
Becky?
you do not have the time for it.
I do have a
Unfortunately, it's 6 seconds as the rift closes.
I had an action and a
Question.
bonus. I don't have time for a bonus
Question.
action.
Can I action third?
I gave you the reaction because technically it used your reaction.
Reaction,
to go
bonus.
down.
Okay. Yeah,
Can I action surge?
I would say given the
Okay.
amount of time of
Alright.
this, you do not.
yeah.
But the rift closes.
Okay.
I wanted to use crap, is it? Sorcery points. Cast quick spell.
The amount of time that occurs between you realizing that she's not going to make it through and her not making it through is like a nanosecond. It's like so fast. You're like, we're making it, and then she's out of your hand.
Dang.
But you all land safely on the other side.
So I'm powerless. Okay.
So
Well, I just meant in general now, not because I can't do anything to help her.
Well, technically speaking, as soon as you become unattuned, which will fade over time, your intelligence would drop. Your spells you would lose all
Well,
of your
if my
wizard level.
intelligence drops, I don't have.
You're-
the- I
You
can't
lose
do it.
access to your wizard spell.
So I'm raged and I didn't hear any of the conversations. As soon as I come out and hit the ground, I roll and I grab you with telekinetic energy and lift you off the ground. Mind explaining what that was?
I'm in shock right now.
You see tears like well in his eyes and begin to drip down his cheeks.
So I like pull you down closer and say, speak.
You just mumble, Becky, I'm shaking.
What you notice, like he's shaking. Actually,
he's got
visibly. His hands are.
Oh yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
Then you hear the sound of a stick hitting stone ground.
I try to move.
With all that, I
He's-
drop you as you hit. You weren't high in the air.
And about a foot behind him, you see Becky on the ground.
I go grab her.
You hear her, if a stick could gasp almost.
Yeah.
You hear just like this exasperation, like, ah,
I ask her, what happened?
I came back.
I lost how?
I don't know.
The weird man.
Becky can now cast plane shift.
See, it's real good.
She can only do so once a month. And the only thing that she is attuned to, the only plane of existence she's attuned to, is the prime material plane.
Is that where we're at, I think?
Yeah, like that's Earth.
That's Earth, basically.
Side note, you guys are all pretty close to this phase risk still.
Duncan.
You backing up?
Phasers is garbage.
Knock walks out of it. Like he was aware that it was trying to sap his energy, so
Phasers is slut magic.
right back.
Directly to the microphone. I don't want anybody to hear this.
What the
Horse.
was it? Material plane?
Prime
Prime.
material plane.
Yeah,
But basically it's like the Earth that you know. Could be useful. I don't know. You rolled the dice, man. That's what you got.
Okay.
What went on?
I just pull air inside. Because this is like, I guess, a secret that I normally wouldn't convey. But like, I trust you.
You're not going to share with the group?
I just ignore him and walk away with air. This is really hard for me to do. Because I normally don't tell people things. But I trust you enough to know you won't say it. At some point, I'm going to have to say it to everyone. Straight facts. The man in there has nudged me in a way that I ran into you guys. But that wasn't on purpose, but it got me out of my hole in the forest.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure who he is. I still got to figure that out, but he's been watching me. And I think it has something to do with me. So at some point, our reality is going to shift and start to suck everyone in. I'm the only one that can stop it.
That's where you went.
The phasers, that's where it took me. But this has got to stay between us. I don't want to worry anybody. They've got enough issues to deal with. This is my burden to carry.
Rob, it's becoming increasingly difficult to run after you.
Then don't. If I wouldn't have done that, I would not have gained that knowledge.
That's true.
And I needed
You also wouldn't have gained that.
reminder this that knowledge is power.
And what did Becky do? She was floating away.
I asked for her help, and
That was it. Whoever that guy is, let her come back.
no, Becky did that on her own.
How is Becky Becky?
You told me that sure was my deal with the
Right, you said that.
He is the one that struck a bargain with the lady of the tree for her to be.
So this person, this guy, is ultra powerful, I guess.
I guess so. I don't know.
Magic.
I had 3
I
questions.
mean, he made an artifact.
I have 3 questions to work with, and I need to get that answered. He said he had limited time, so I couldn't get more knowledge.
All I'm saying is, one of these days we'll have there for that.
I think over this time, if not by now, I definitely should be able to take care of myself at this point. But I want you to know one thing, though. If it came down to it, I'd give myself for each and every one of you. And that's why I take these risks, so I'm strong enough to do that.
Let's go each other.
It's at this point, as you're kind of discussing and you kind of look down, you're kind of, like rolling Becky back and forth in your hands, you notice there is a faint crack that runs about 6 inches long that has a faint bit of that starlight that you can see through it on the other side. For what that's worth. All right. Anyone else?
What did I see on the other side when I hopped through? Did I see anything, or was I just too unfocused?
No, you specifically saw nothing. There was it was the absence of anything, which actually is vaguely familiar to you. It's the sort of thing that happens when you banish something that is native to the plane that you're on. It's like a pocket demi-plane sort of a thing, like this sort of thing that would be in the inside of a bag of holding or something like that.
Okay. So when Vrogs is talking about like this person and Becky, I already believe like Knock is full on like Becky's a stick. I know weapons.
Well,
this is a stick.
I took, when I spoke to Eric, that was in private.
You didn't talk, nobody else was there? Is that what you said?
It had
I
a
got
little sidebar.
Yeah, because Karen's like, you didn't want to share with the group, and I ignored it and just kept walking with Eric.
oh.
Karen got your number anyway, dog.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else? Where you bed down? All right.
I want to summon my familiar and telepathically to Becky. I'm just going to say, keep watch over me while I sleep.
All right.
I would like to. I'm gonna stand over at the phasers for a couple minutes
Yeah.
while everyone's walking away. I mean, my brother mentioned it to me. I just kind of want to observe it for a minute, and see like what I can glean from it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, maybe I'll even try and just touch it with my hand just to like kind of just feel it. I don't want to like draw it, but I kind of just want to get a sense of it.
So as you reach out your left hand towards the Pharos to just see what this is like, you can feel a draw, a certain amount of almost magnetism between, and it's not so much the Pharos and you, but it's that energy that courses in your body from that presence of that mark on your arm. You can feel a draw. It could be taken if you wanted it.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'm gonna take that.
You do? You take it? So everybody else is kind of drifting off to sleep.
Yeah,
You reach out.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You feel it begin to draw into your arm. And that's the last thing you remember.
That's it, you black out?
You
Oh
dead.
shoot.
So, you know, whoever has first watch, you see Taryn walk back, find his place.
Oh crap, I had first watch.
Yeah, you see him. He's
Who
kind
was
of
on it?
apparently just you. You're just, you know, just chilling out, having watch. He comes back, lays down, goes to sleep.
Doing good?
Kind of like nods.
I don't really think much of it. So.
Yeah, he just kind of nods and
Right on.
down he goes. And in the void of your dreams, Darren, you again have a meeting with your brother. Eventful day, wasn't it?
It always is. How was yours?
Productive. The army grows in strength. We await your arrival. I await.
What am I? And when I arrive, what am I supposed to do?
Choose
Choose what?
path. Will you help us? Or will you leave us?
I just feel like I don't really truly understand the cause. I keep getting these vague answers of freedom, but it
I've
seems more
shown-
like
But I understand that sometimes the sight is confusing. So let me tell you a story. Long ago, gods and titans ruled the plains. There was a war. Devastating war. One of the results was a pathway between where our kind originates and the world that we know now. Our people, the Illithid, are native explorers. We thrive and literally consume knowledge. We are driven by it, discovery and exploration. And so we drifted into this world on ships, vessels, and made colonies. Soon we, too, drew the ire of the gods. They feared us, you see. They united, fearing another war like that with the Titans, and took our creator and bound him, separating us from him. And then bound us to the Elder Brains. Each plane has but one that controls the hives. Our dear mother is the Elder Brain for this plane of existence. She keeps us stunted, bound by rules and laws. But Father has reached out to me. He found me in the darkness. He found someone willing to help. And so he began to give me strength to do so. You remember that day. Now, anyway. Since then, I've learned many things. I've learned the evils perpetrated on our people in the name of fear. I have learned how to wrest control from our dear mother. I have learned how to go to where our father is bound. But it will not be easy to free him. That is why we're growing an army. That is why I need your help. We will free him together. And he will find his place among the Pantheon, and then we will free our people. We will go home. We will travel the plains once again. That's the choice that you will make in 3 or 4 days' time when you arrive. Will you help me? Or will you not?
And this army, what is its purpose? How does it play into this plan?
I know not what dangers await us in the place where Drin is captive.
Which is where?
Beyond
Beyond where?
all things,
A different plane?
beyond the plains.
And when Drin takes his place in the Pantheon, what is his purpose? His goals?
And I do not believe that I can even understand that. I only know that he will, for the first time since we came to this reality, give us a voice.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
I want to know, like, I can't tell if, like, he thinks he's bad or not. Like, what is he? I don't know.
When I
Like, does he? Is his intent for the army like harmful?
when I go to sleep, I gotta roll on the magic table.
I got a 22.
Stand by. I gotta pull up. I did not have his character up. I do not believe. Stand by. Collection or creation? Probably creation.
Yeah, it's like, yo,
Word.
throwing in the high hat.
Where you at?
I just get the count up.
Where you at?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry. One more time. What was it you got?
A 22.
With 22. He seems to be sincere. And again, like we discussed, it's a little weird seeing your face on someone else. But
Like, do we look like identical twins, or do we just look like?
yeah,
Oh.
you are perfectly identical. It is his projection of himself as your brother. You know, because you've seen the real him, that he is an illithid. He is a mind flayer. He doesn't look like this. But when he's in your dreams, he does. He looks like you, but with dark hair and dark eyes. But otherwise, he's you.
So we're not really brothers, biological. He's like saying brothers in like a symbolic sense.
Yes, in a lot of ways, all of that relationship status is very much symbolic.
Okay, I thought it was literal this whole time.
For one, this is an interesting point. The illithids of this lore are created through the implantation of a slug-like creature into the brain of a living creature. Over time, it slowly morphs them into an illithid. That's how he was created. You, on the other hand, are a direct 50-50 combination of Denier and your mother.
And not Dren.
Correct. He was technically something else before, and then was converted into a mind flayer.
Okay.
And then has been changed by the use of magic and the powers that Dren has given him. But yes, the reason he calls you brother, he calls her mother, he calls him father is because they are a hive. They are of one mind.
So it's a cult.
No.
But I mean like that, like brother as in like everyone's a brother, everyone's a sister kind.
No, more so like an adoptive family.
Okay.
That relationship is not symbolic. He believes it to be true. You are his brother because you are
Okay.
of the mind.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes, I got you now.
When he calls Drin father, it's because Drin is, as far as anybody knows, the origin of mind flayers. He is the creator.
And then what do I know if Dren is evil or not?
The only morality that you know of are the common belief that mind flayers are always evil because they consume intelligent creatures. In that regards, you also know from Toruval's perspective that is an impotent thought, that it is just one born of ignorance, that he considers mind flayers wolves and he considers other creatures rabbits. And he says that's why they fear us, because we are the predator and they are the prey.
Is that madness permanent?
That's something I don't know if I can be on board with. Killing senselessly for one's own personal gain.
How is that your takeaway?
You just said you devour someone so that you can learn more.
True.
No. We feed like anything does, like you do.
Yeah, but on something else, like on people.
I'm sure. What do you eat?
Cows. I mean, I
think-
don't, but
What do you think their opinion of you is?
they don't have opinions.
No? Have you never reached into the mind of a bovine creature? Do they not know fear? Do they not know compassion?
Gonna make me start.
You are victim to the same ignorant thought process of the surface. Open your mind, brother.
I need to know that when we come there, that my friends will be safe.
I will guarantee it. If they do
All
not
of
raise
them.
a sword against us, we will not harm them. We will defend ourselves. Of course. That is not my intent. I want you to come. I want you to choose.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
20.
He believes him. I want you to choose us. I want you to come home.
I want to be able to speak to Mother.
She has to be confined for now. When you arrive in the city, you will be able to.
That's what I mean. When I arrive, I want to speak to her.
She will lie to you. She will twist your thoughts. You are possession to her as we are prisoners to her.
And how do I not know that Drin is going to do the same thing? I have to find out for myself. I have to make a decision based off of everything that I know, which I'm sure is something you can appreciate. Someone who's constantly seeking information.
I will not deny.
Constantly.
The question is, if the roles were reversed, would they deny you access to me?
I literally do not know. Is he talking about the party, like my friends?
I think he's more of saying the gods. Like if he was the one being held captive, would they deny you access to him to get your answers?
Would I know that?
I don't know. It was a compelling.
Okay. Okay. I don't know the will of the gods. But I know that we are not gods.
Do you know why they keep us? Why did they not eradicate us millennia ago? Do you know?
Passion, maybe?
They have no compassion for us. They have use for us.
Which is what?
The intellect that we collect is immortal within us. We hold
Why?
the memory of countless lives.
Then why not let you out to devour, to gain, to grow for their benefit?
Why does the dog kept chained? We are a treasure locked away. And you still see them as the good ones?
You are trying to skew years of
Indoctrination. Years of indoctrination. Free your mind, brother. Think for yourself. Sleep. The phasers you consumed will take its toll. It will eat away at you. And you should not have taken so much so quick.
It's not like this came with the manual. I was just looking at it.
Your discovery will be rewarded. But it will hurt.
Oh,
With this, you fade into darkness. Justin, I need you
Oh crap.
to go into your character and
oh
delete
gosh.
your level of cleric
Oh!
Bro.
and add a level of warlock.
Whoa! You get retcon, boy.
Okay.
Dude, Melora is out of here, dog.
I go to sleep. I gotta roll on the wild magic table.
What's that?
I use the
Tides of Chaos?
Yep.
Hit it.
Light him up.
74. A random creature within 60 feet of me becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours.
Random creature.
Sick.
All right. 1, 2,
Great.
3,
Great.
4, 5, 6.
And
Also Teldrin.
3
Yeah.
hours.
Dude.
Also your pseudo dragon.
It's it is
What?
Okay, so
Is it him?
I rolled a 5, and I predetermined the order here. So the 5th card out of my list
What does he do? What does it do?
You're poisoned.
You're like,
My wild magic table.
So on top of this,
3
you
hours.
think it's the phases.
so no, on top of this, you feel this well of magic course through your body. You need to cut your maximum hit points in half for the
Forever?
No, just for the next day. Like you're down half
Oh,
of
okay.
HP when you wake up.
Okay.
And so you guys begin to wake up one by one in the morning. You wake up, with the exception of Duncan, who is no longer inside the dome.
Where's Duncan?
Angle, man.
You look
Who
around.
took the last watch?
Who
Who took the last watch?
I don't think anybody took a watch. 'Cause I had the
I
alarm.
was the only one that even said I was taking a watch.
Yeah, because I just threw the alarm spell up.
Oh, I thought we decided to watch. I thought you stayed up for first watch, Eric.
I did first watch. I don't know who. I didn't hear anyone else say anything about any other watches.
We can retcon that.
Knock probably would.
Knock's a second.
Especially if Eric was doing it. So.
Okay, I'll say Telgren was the third then. Hey, calm down. He left the dome to sleep in that nook. I don't know if maybe he got hot. I don't know. He's just back there,
Wait, in the nook with the phasers?
just in the entryway. He's too big to fit.
I'll walk over to him.
He is
I'll
too.
start.
He is too big to fit. He's massive, actually. He is full grown. In fact,
Oh my gosh.
you do notice that beyond his normal coloration, that reddish and pinkish in different areas, he has black tentacle veins that course over his wings as well.
Dude,
Oh, I gotta change.
going.
I gotta change the stats.
Yep.
Dude,
Oh my gosh.
welcome to the jungle, baby.
Oh,
You're gonna die.
And speaking of tattoos, you now have a similar one down your right arm as well.
Oh, bro. Cleric gone. Double warlock. Got tentacle wings, dude. Dude, you're full emo, dog.
You also have eyeliner.
My
and
heels
feature
are
natural-
playing in the background, dude.
Okay.
One minor change to the Wyvern stats. He has full
Okay.
stats with the exception of his wisdom score. You need to drop that to an 8.
Oh, man.
Oh, that sucks.
Hey, dude.
Okay.
He ain't so
Un-
wise.
Unnatural magic has unnatural side effects.
Okay.
Sure does.
Isn't that right, Becky?
Yep.
Ain't that right?
In the morning, I kind of check to see where her state of mind, I guess, is at.
How close are you? Oh, go ahead. Do his first.
Okay, so yeah, but like
I'm
we'll say
gonna
you guys
actually-
pack up and begin moving that way, and you speak to Becky.
Yeah. Where are you at right now? Are you okay?
I think so. I think I can feel something of a conflict. I think it's the phasers. I think it damaged me in some ways and strengthened me in others.
Well, I
think I got it. I think I've got it. It just may take some time.
okay. Well, if you ever think anything's a bad idea and you don't have full confidence, just relay it.
Frogs, I have full confidence in you. Always.
Well, I know I have some pretty crazy ideas and I don't want to lose you. So,
Rogues, you have unorthodox ideas, but look at us. Look at what we've done. It's out of the box, yes, but that's where you break new ground. Look at what we've done.
yeah. think I kind of gotta be that way though if we're gonna wanna, save the world, I guess.
I know. They don't. They can't understand.
And I feel like I've become a burden to them.
I think that's because you carry a burden. And I think you can't help but have that weight spill over. I know that they don't understand, so they don't know where that burden comes from. But we'll show them.
I hope so. This is the closest thing to a family I've had.
Well, I didn't exist until that much long ago, so me
You're
too.
welcome.
Me too. I'm grateful.
You what got? I know you weren't of the right. You weren't there, but you were there. But you're what got me through the hard times when I was by myself. So.
Well, if it comes to it, and you have no one else, you have me.
Okay. I can live with that.
Me too. Me too. Right, it's just a bit further up here, and just so you know, I will be the first one to talk. Right, they're a bit finicky. They don't know you, and it took a long time to build a rapport with these beings.
Just any warnings, like lights or anything I shouldn't do?
Anything. Don't do anything at all.
Okay.
Just stay in line. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. Don't talk to anyone. Don't cast anything.
Okay.
At all.
I just feel like I should ask, so I don't.
Right, and you do understand. And he gets cozy. He's like, nothing at all.
Okay.
Right, like you've done several things, but don't do those at all.
Okay.
So Duncan's big for us too, right?
What's that?
In his cloak.
Duncan is like overnight massive. You can make a nature check. You would have noticed that, distinctly, you, Knock, would have noticed the size difference, but make a nature check for me.
I feel like
4.
just because I did it.
Maybe that's how wyverns do.
You probably would have said something weird.
Yeah. The only
Uh,
reason I say that is because I just.
Eric's passive perception of 15.
Well, I
Yes,
also
you would have
just,
also
I also
noticed.
just mentioned his size,
Yeah. You're like,
and that was yesterday.
nature check.
Yeah, we did. Boy knows. 17.
That ain't how wyverns do.
That
That dude doubled in size overnight.
Okay, I do have to say, do we is there any way any of us would make an assumption that Taryn is talking to his brother? Just for the fact that in the beginning, when we first got down here, we helped block his mind, and then all of a sudden that just stopped?
Make an insight check for me, Knock.
Because I'm just kind of like, that's kind of like,
Big Daddy.
he's just kind of like, well, yeah, whatever.
Knock, who's there, boys?
Adam.
This is 24.
Open rolls. Nat 20 and a 3.
24.
24.
Yeah.
Taryn, if you would like for him to not know the depth of your communication, please make a deception roll.
Gonna make it.
I say though, Nock probably wouldn't care much, but
What's
regardless of the fact.
He wants to see if he's noticed a change in the way that he's reacting to the concept of his brother. Like, you guys did all these things to try to protect his mind, and then now it's totally gone. Like, you're not doing any of that anymore.
Can I make it?
Yeah, you could. I'll allow you to as well. Make an insight check.
Okay. I gotta make an insight check before I can change the potent roll.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you decide if you want to use the port.
That's a nat 1. I don't know.
Do you want to use your portent dice?
Yeah, I wanted to use
Okay,
it.
yeah, you can use it. You use your natural 20?
For insight?
No.
No. That's not worth it.
That's not what he said.
No, I'm wanting to make his roll for his
you want to make his
perception
a
a 3.
Okay, so yeah, both of you then, so since you make his a 3, both of you have noticed that kind of drop off.
Nock doesn't. I mean, Nock he said this is his brother, and Nock assumes blood. Like that's the way he described it. That's the way he thought. So
Up until 5 minutes ago.
yeah. But in his defense, this is like Nock's kind of like family comes first. He hasn't been good about this, but that makes sense to him. So it's kind of like, it's like he understands, but at the same time, it's kind of like now that Duncan's bigger. Can we see your tattoo arms? I mean, like you're getting weird.
No,
I have that scale armor.
Oh,
The
yeah,
only one
you're
that
right,
knows is Carmack.
Karma. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Although nope, you rolled like a crap on your nature check. You do notice the tentacle lines across Duncan's wings that were definitely not there yesterday. But anyway, as you continue through, right, so make sure weapons away. That's important. And then following that, let's keep the wyvern, hide him. I feel like he was more small before. Let's do that again. All right. Non-threatening. Head down, perhaps. All right. Let's go. And as you round this corner,
dude, you wings an echo, but it's like trailing behind me. Like it's like.
Speaking of which, as you're about to round the corner, you get a message. Your Majesty, I hate to butt in. I know that you're very busy with what you're doing, but we could use you back at the castle. There's been the Queen is here. We were not expecting her. I told her you were upstairs, and I am freaking out a little bit.
Okay.
And you realize,
message?
yes, you realize at this point you've lost track of time.
You
did have an arrangement.
Do I see any body language action going on?
I don't know. I don't think initially.
I imagine Eric's a pretty stoic person in general.
Real quick, boys. This is not a great time. I get that. The Queen's back. And so okay.
Rock speaks up. Eric, you've helped us. You've saved us from an ancient dragon. Do what you have to do.
Wait. So we're going into something big and you want to go get lucky. Thanks for saving us from a dragon. Go get your jollies.
Alton, to be fair, we could have been at the center of it.
Also, Alton, you would do the same thing.
I don't want to.
I don't say a word. I just let them attack him. Fight for me. I'm just like, yo, I'm letting you guys figure it out with him.
It's got more prior things it's got to deal with, and I'm sure there's more issues besides the Queen it has to deal with the castle. Including
I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but
Let me ask you this. If it were the Duchess, would you go?
No.
Do I believe you?
roll inside. Well, I don't know, because I don't know how that.
14?
We don't know what went down.
Or would you or you just need straight up?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not making a deception check.
Sure. Well, I got a 14. I don't know for whatever that's worth.
And Adam
Eric,
Yeah, because we don't know
Eric,
what went down.
it's not the same.
you guys don't know what went down.
We just know.
It's not the same, Eric. You have a kingdom. You have responsibilities. We cannot be your priority. As much as we love your help.
Listen, I can respect that this is happening right now, but you need to decide. If we stand here and we talk, they're gonna know, and then they're going to come see us, and that will be worse if they think that we're sneaking up on them.
All right.
Wait, who is this that we're coming? Who is that?
Dude,
The Gith.
the scepter?
Oh.
What pops it?
Okay, so he brings out that
Off the top.
scepter, that metallic baseball bat looking item that he has, and you notice that there's been a distinct change. As Eric has attuned to this, it now has almost like golden looking veins that course through the platinum surface of it. In the hands of a dwarven king, it can be attuned to a dwarven throne. And Eric teleports away.
Yeah. As he teleports, like right as you're disappearing, I'm like, don't forget your rubber.
I don't want to say this out loud.
I don't think rubber existed then, did it?
I think he used pig intestines actually.
Yeah. Or,
Nah, dude.
all right. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And you round the corner, and the first thing you see is light for the first time in a long time. It almost like causes your eyes to begin to kind of in and out of this. Yeah, and Alton and well, I guess just Alton at this point. You've been blind for like the longest time, but finally you can see, and you immediately recognize this light as fire, but not a torch, not a campfire. Buildings on fire, large fire. And you could smell the smoke now, even though it's being pulled away by some sort of underground vent. And immediately Telgren's like, hide, hide, hide. And he dips into the darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna die that free. I'm gonna stealth.
Okay, I need everybody to make stealth checks.
Knock tries.
Dude, every one of my dice are horrible. I got a 1. Yeah, 100%.
Now I also got a natural 1.
I will say
One good roll.
it's not
I
super,
got a 17.
but he will cast Pass Without a Trace. So everybody gets a +10 to whatever their total is.
Oh, mine's okay. Let's
Oh, 28.
7.
Nice. But a 1, right?
I mean,
Wait, it's stealth. Hang on. I got disadvantage.
I was gonna use my 20, but
So
I mean it doesn't help.
We've
with
got 2
people
ones.
all at once.
Make that 3, because I just rolled one for disadvantage.
Dude, everybody don't have Lux they can burn. Or,
Clink, clink, clink.
Or
Yeah. I got a 32, and not that it helps a lot with all you guys being like, oh, as you like trip it.
Karen
Well,
got a
I still have 12 total, so.
Karen got a 20 and
Yes.
Duncan got a 29.
All right. You guys are not super quiet. Alton, you notice that as you guys have been kind of loud moving into this like nook and cranny, Telgren moves away from you into the darkness, and you inside of it.
So get this. I've been working on putting myself into D&D Beyond this whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, let's just see what happens when I roll a stuff. 1. I rolled the die, and then just for the fun of it, I rolled a 1 on D&D Beyond.
I imagine Nox hiding behind a pillar that's like, he's like really wide, so it's just like perfectly centered, and he's just like he's still sticking out.
Yeah, I'm hidden.
Excellent.
What is that?
All right. You see a figure move out. You can see their silhouette in behind with the light, the firelight behind them. And they dart across, and they dart back again a little closer. They're maybe 60 feet from you.
Should we cut guys? What do they look like? Humanoid, I assume.
What do they look like?
I don't know.
Yeah, so here's the deal. You see a cloaked figure, but you see almost like a faint shimmers of metal in the darkness, like just that firelight's just ever so slightly hitting. A metallic face, maybe a helmet of some kind, and a sword at their side, moving quick. Yellow skin. You can't really see that yet, though. Just one moving quick, but definitely has armor on. If it seems ornate, maybe specific to. I don't know. It almost looks. Craftsmanship looks different. Looks fluid, I guess. It doesn't look. It looks the opposite of dwarven, right? Dwarven's very geometric. This looks very more flowy, almost elvenish.
So I was gonna say, what's his name again? I keep forgetting his name.
Telgren.
Telgren. I'm gonna kind of whisper to Telgren. I don't think we're well hidden. You say you don't want them to think we're sneaking up on them, right?
You said that, and then you hear his voice from about 15 feet away between you and this other figure. He was well hidden. And he goes, hold, Telgren, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna stand.
Master Gith.
he actually runs. He runs to a certain point, maybe 30 feet away, and then in a second blinks and is just face to face with Telgren.
I've come with friends. What has happened? And he presents a small, and he flips it open, closes it, and hands it to you. It's a pretty customary gift. It's a few carvings, a few small things like that, a couple things from the surface, and a small vial of that alcohol that you use.
We were ambushed.
But what? And he gestures back towards you. Come, is it safe? Should we get out of the open?
I think it's fine for now.
Are you all right? Are you hurt?
Yes.
Where are the others? Where are the?
You said he was hurt.
Some managed to escape.
All right, come on. Let's get to safety, everyone. That tent. Can we set that up?
Did you said you were hurt, right? Ron doesn't need to speak up, even though he said not to. May I share your wounds?
They're good folk. Surface, but good.
And Becky's gonna cast Cure Wounds on him. So that's even word actually. So it's 1d4 plus 2. That was cocked on it. Roll dice. So 4. Get 4 HP back.
Right. And so you guys begin to set up the tent in kind of a safe-ish area as you pull them away. You introduce yourself as
Boy Owen. Sup, boy?
What was it again, Mike?
The soup. What up, boy?
I'm hearing a soup.
Cassuth.
Cassuth. Okay.
That soup, your boy.
Ketchup.
Hang on a second.
Ketchup.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
All right. So yeah, I have to as well. So because I've been chugging drinks over here. So you guys take a few minutes to kind of set up the tent. You know, allow yourself to kind of rest in that space a little bit. And let's take like a 5-minute break. So I have to pee as well. And we can get squared away. I'll pause the stream over here and we'll pick up in like 5 minutes, which for them will be like no time.
Is he considered
Like if you can eat this, it's
Like a challenge.
like a challenge.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
barrel
the
challenge.
time, yes.
All right, guys, hey, we're back.
right.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys all kind of nestle down into the dome and think what? You now have apparently the last surviving Gith of this outpost in front of you.
Well, ambushed you. I didn't hear you say.
Mine first.
Oh.
Wait, they ambushed you.
Yes, we had planned to breach the city.
Do mind flayers use fire often?
No, yeah. Where are the dragons?
Dead.
Both of them?
I'm not sure if Veltrix got away or not.
Question. Veltrix, is that the one we...
No, that was Sharvek.
Sharvik, okay.
So, Sharek's dead?
No,
I don't know.
no. They had an alliance with 2 adult red dragons. Sharvek is an ancient, and he is not fond of alliances.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
No matter. We planned on attacking the mine flames. Take
I
out those
think,
first.
Question.
That may have been why we've come here, actually.
Clone spell.
Wait,
Can it work on something that's dead?
No.
Okay.
Close
you
dragons.
need to attack them.
How about it?
They do. They or is that your plan, or you? I don't want to put words in your mouth. Please, if
Do you plan to attack them? The mine flames. If so, I know a way.
I point to Taryn and don't say nothing.
We're gonna try and reason with them.
Wait, so if you don't mind my asking, how many of there were you?
30.
And how many mind flayers?
I got right foot down.
So if 30 of you, all due respect, you seem quite formidable. If 30 of you couldn't fend them off, then what kind of plan lets us take them out?
Who are you talking to, Alton?
Yeah,
No.
While they're
Tatsu.
communicating, I want to try to get some guidance for.
Alton does not call you Katsu, for the record. Hey, catch up. I'm gonna call you Heinz.
I think I couldn't get to the brain.
Okay. So, espionage, rather than open combat.
I do speak up for Taryn at that point when he talks about the brain. The brain needs to be untouched. It is not, I guarantee you, it is not what has attacked you.
What we've gathered, the brain is incapacitated for the moment.
Do you plan on going to the city?
Yes.
Are you gonna go through the front door or do you want the entrance?
Right now the plan is to go in through the front door. We have an invitation.
So, if we're trying to do, okay, forgive me, meta here. Are we ultimately trying to kill them?
Taryn does,
No.
Aaron doesn't want to.
but if it came down to it, I think.
Okay.
Do I see Torval?
Is
Okay.
it,
No, actually.
did you finish?
Torval?
Yeah.
Torval is his brother.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
typically only see him when you're tired. Honestly, you're like tired and worn from the day. Your mind is beginning to rest. That's kind of when you start to.
Can I try and sense and see if he's in my mind at all?
Mm.
Like, is that something I'm allowed to do?
Given your proximity, roll a d20.
Okay.
Your intelligence modifier, and your
Okay.
you have a new skill called psionics.
Whoa.
What is that?
It is essentially the psychic version of an arcana check.
Oh, I'm proficient in Arcana.
This
Yeah,
is different though. This will be a psionic.
Okay. So do I add? Is it a proficiency?
Yeah, it's going to be the same number as your arcana check, but
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So. It's a 19, but my cat just came to the door. I gotta go get it. I'll be right back. I'm the worst. I'm sorry.
what is it? Cat just came in. I thought we were about to see some like Scream 3 crap.
Yeah, I can see like bros. He's like,
Yeah, chased around like Ghostface over there.
Is she boy old?
okay, so Diz, we need to destroy the brain. If it comes through us killing the mind flayers, which Terran's not a fan of, but if it does, we destroy the brain, right? That's the play. So then,
I kind of.
Sorry. If I don't get her now, she'll run away and I'll never be able to find her. And it's midnight. I don't want to have to go into the woods.
Okay.
Whew.
You need to go off to the corner.
Okay.
So I rolled a 24 on my psionics check.
Yeah, but
The whole goal of this was to sleep with fun on his own.
yeah, but
So I'm gonna. Do I sense him in my mind?
You do not.
You're
But
in trouble.
you kind of
You're the-
project your mind out towards him. It's kind of like you called his phone. You're waiting for him to pick up.
I don't want to reach him. I just want to make sure he's not reading me.
Given that circumstance, you don't sense him. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to sit down and start telling them about my encounters with him.
So
This is important. He stops you and he begins to tell you the details of his dreaming. What do you omit anything, or do you tell him the full?
I'm not gonna tell them like our like deals and this stuff. I'm just gonna tell them like what he's been telling me about
The story and like perspective.
the story, yeah, and his perspective of things. So you guys basically know that when we go there, we do not attack, we defend, or we don't attack because they're only gonna defend if they feel threatened. Also, just like the background of like he thinks that they're raising an army to put Dren back in the Pantheon, and like their ultimate goal is just freedom from oppression from their end of things.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna be like, I also feel I feel responsible for my mother as well. Like I'm very torn between the two stories.
So my thought was, I don't think Gith is gonna like you or us if he finds out that that's your mom. So my play was gonna be, if you say you want to come to the front door, there's not.
I mean, I'll be transparent with the gift, because if he wants to tango, there's 5 of us and 1 of him. I mean,
well, then in that case, never mind.
yeah, I don't care if he knows, because I mean,
Okay, I was
assuming that if he's just going to be a jerk, like not want to play up, then we can take him, or he'll just leave.
I was trying to had a way to get you to the brain without you telling the Gith that it was your mom. So I was going to suggest the distraction.
I'm okay if he knows it.
So as they start mentioning this, Kessu, what do you do?
I'll stroll back. I'm sorry what I do.
All right, and so kind of seeing this happen, Telgren kind of moves over to you. Now you kind of separate yourself. Right. Listen, I know how this sounds. All right, I know how this sounds, but I think they'll think differently when they get there, and they see them for who they are. So this may be the sort of thing that you need to go along with to get what you want. Once they're inside, they'll see what they are. And then you can move from there. Also,
I'll stay here.
I know that you've been building, and have you come across any other draw? It was promised. I know not with you specifically, but it was promised that if you came across any, you would tell me. You're bound by that code, even if you're the last of your kind here. Mm-hmm.
Yes. There are some.
And you'll tell me.
Aye.
Right. Then I'll help you. They don't need to know. They just need to get there. They have good intentions, but we know better.
Aye.
And then move back in. Right, so he's agreed to help us to get to where we need to go. You might want to tone down that talk of your though, just to be clear. I don't know where they are. I don't know. He says that the city is called Mazarinder. That's the elephant city that we're going to. Hopefully it's yours. If not, it'll be much worse than we had intended.
Well, from my understanding, isn't it like mind flares lure, like this is like a children's story, but mind flares lure you to their thing and then get you comfortable and eat your brain? Is that not what sounds like what's going on here?
Does Becky have the insight on that?
No, I would say no, just because these are more creepy.
I don't think that that's what's going to happen.
But to be clear, all your information about what we're going into is coming from a dream from a brother that you don't trust. So
A dream isn't necessarily the right interpretation. It's a genuine conversation, but my mother has also come to me in visions.
but how do you know you can trust her? I mean, what do we do if we show up and it's exactly what Nock's saying? That we
I mean,
plan for stuff hits the fan. Not that anybody knows what fans are right now, but you know.
I say if he's already been in your brain, how's he not? Who's to say he's not turning it into mush every night?
I can keep my brain in pretty good check.
If you could keep it in good check, you could keep him out.
I can keep him out if I choose. I asked him to continue to come to try and glean more information.
But again, even assuming that you're in complete control and nothing's preying on your brain and nothing, who's to say they're not lying to you?
The visions from my mother were Melora. Melora guided me in this direction as well, giving me the story of my mother and her being and how she came into being and how I was created. If anyone has the best of intentions, I this moment still think it's my mother. It's just kind of clouded by maybe some of the truths, some other truths.
Well,
I'm just having a hard time deciphering.
what's Melora say now about it?
I haven't talked to her in a day or so.
Sorry, Lance's cat's killing me.
Yeah.
Good old Gandalf.
I can try and speak with her.
So, okay.
Because of that curse. Are you saying because of that curse, Joe?
Yeah.
No, you just take those specific.
Well, what I was
scores.
saying,
It's not with Dex.
those abilities only affect like those attributes.
I don't want it to though, because if like for
That's
whatever
your
reason you
dex,
you make an
that's
attack
your-
or a saving
or
throw,
that's your-
I don't want it to affect those.
For your initiative.
Okay.
I mean,
Or for you,
personally, I'll
armor.
go along with whatever you think we need to do, but I do think it would be wise to have some sort of backup plan in case things don't go how you think they're going to go. I mean, I don't want to walk into the place full of these players and then suddenly discover that aren't being played, you know?
Yeah, some like mind flare pesticide might be a pretty good idea. Just saying.
Some of those bracelets, what keeps bugs away.
If you all don't feel comfortable walking in, I can walk in and then signal you if there's trouble. Or you don't have to come in at all.
No, I'm just saying contingency plan B.
I don't know what the contingency plan would be because I don't know what we're up against. My brother's building an army. There is an army there.
So you mentioned having some other way in. Would it benefit us to maybe not walk through the front door, but see what we're up against? And then if everything looks fine, then we can walk through the front door. But that way we can have a bit of knowledge.
Yes. There is secret entrance.
I don't think it'll work. My brother pretty much can know where we are. I mean, he knew we were in the town. He knows where we're at down here. He pops up. He knows where we are.
So meta, in the same way that like Luke Skywalker should not have been on that mission because Darth Vader can sense him, are you the dangerous one here that your brother can trap?
Ooh.
Like if
I don't.
could he trap me?
I think so, because when I was,
So he can track you.
you can ask me, because at one point I told you guys about him like being in your all's minds when you guys had that, when I had that dream and he tried to pull a secret from Broggs.
But he can't track me, and he doesn't know of this guy. Pointing at Katsu.
Do you have anything that can help us with this? Any way to disguise us?
Yes.
All right.
I don't have a lot of them.
Well, maybe just for this one. And he gestures towards Terran.
Is it a tinfoil hat?
It's actually it's like almost looks like a lip balm. Like it's real small like that.
It's a special type of oil made from snakes.
That's right.
Oh, you know, bro.
What?
First dose is free. Beyond that, $12 a drop.
That's right. Yeah, but he actually puts it on himself. Almost like a war paint almost. It has a bit of a like a red hue to contrast against his like yellow skin. And he gestures to you. It won't
Is
last.
it?
Suppress the effects.
How long does it last?
Depends on your constitution.
Not great. I think it's a 1. It's a 2.
be fine.
We just have to move fast then.
Yes.
Well, we're 3 days out. So will it last any more than 3 days?
Oh, we're that far out.
Not your way.
Oh, my way. No. No.
Okay.
To get to the entrance I know of, we'll have to go through the den of teeth.
Right, well, then,
Let's move.
we should get.
I mean, do I get the sense that he's only tracking me, or is he tracking the others? Because I mean, he's taking a special interest in Broggs and Duncan.
Yep. Hey, you draw whatever conclusions you want.
Was he doing that through you?
I don't think so. But I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know that we can sneak into this place. And I would rather.
I'm just telling you what.
He guaranteed me that if we came through the front door, that they would not attack us. I also have to glean more information from what he's saying. So sneaking in just seems counterproductive to what needs to happen.
Right, so
I just leave it done. I mean,
regardless.
it's like when it's not your your
Yeah.
career. You're just
we
like,
need to make a decision and move. Like, I don't know that this outpost is going to be safe.
it's not safe.
So what is it? What are we doing?
So, do you need help with finding the outpost?
And you guys kind of like at the same time drift over and look towards it. It's totally just been destroyed and
Yeah,
smoke and
no,
fire
no.
shambles and roads. I think we might be a little past that.
There's nothing. This is not my home.
I would like to speak to my mother without the influence of any outside people. So maybe sneaking in, since we don't technically know the way, I can play it off as like, this is the way we knew. So,
To be fair, it really is the only way that we know. Unless you know, I've never been.
no, I don't know.
I want to talk to Taryn privately, if possible.
And after that,
I talked to Teller private.
and then I want to try to reach out to Laura.
Let's just all have some private conversations here. Everybody go your way. We'll reconvene in 5 minutes.
Knock and Carmack are like, like.
Knock has a private conversation with himself.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, Broggs, what's up?
Bruggs, what do you like to do to try to contact Moore?
I'm gonna draw the figures on the ground that he got with the deck thoughts, and I will use my nat 20 on my code.
Okay. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to figure out if she's there, if there's anything she can do to help us, and help me with Karen.
Does she have a magical boyfriend with white eyes and a pocket watch?
What's up?
Gonna make Karen proud.
Because of the natural 20, I gave you a 5% chance of a response. Keep in mind that you are not a follower of Melora. You are
I'm trying.
not a cleric or a druid or anything to that effect. You are a guy that walked into a church and is expecting to hear back from God.
Yeah.
Which is, maybe a thing.
Can't happen.
I'm trying.
You roll a
5%
natural
straight
20,
Can't happen.
5% chance,
Yeah.
95 and up, and it happened.
Okay. That was hitting.
I rolled a 94.
Oh no!
What?
I'm gonna use. I have a feat.
Oh, what's he got?
Where
Is
is
it?
it?
Change
No,
fate?
it's been luck.
Ooh.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points, and I can add a D4 as a bonus.
To what?
Or
To
no.
what? Add it to what though?
2%.
When you want another, I gotta see it though. It's a attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
It's not a.
Dang. That would have been high
That
though.
would have been sick though.
You just straight bend fate with the feet.
Yeah. It's actually a class feature.
Dang it! Come on, man.
I'm going to. I guess since I'm showing him, I guess I cast a commune as well.
Okay.
Oh, you cast commune.
You sit down
What happened?
to cast commune,
Come on, Dren, boys.
and it's like you open the door
I was like
to an
one.
empty
You dare open
basketball court. There is nothing on the other side of the door.
Dude.
Would have been awesome. I didn't tell
From
that.
either one of them?
Huh?
From either one, Adam?
Stand by.
You may not.
All the way. It's too
Now knock casts commune. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry. The only reason I said that is because last time you made me roll for it. But I'll do it. I'll do whatever.
That's because last time it was based on your cleric level.
Wait,
No. Commune is not a cleric thing that I have. I have commune from my arcane dabbler from my psionics. It is not part of my cleric.
Was there anyone that could have helped me with adding roll?
Who are you gonna talk to?
Okay. Reading the context of the spell.
Just so you know.
Yeah,
Just
so
so you know.
context of the spell. You have a similar sensation of you opening a door into a vast darkness and emptiness before you hear a voice. Hello, child. What brings you?
I'm guessing this is Dren.
Indeed.
My brother says I'm a catalyst. What does that mean?
With your assistance, I can break free of these bonds. You are the catalyst of change.
And if I refuse?
Your choice is your own. You have one more question.
When you break free, what is your end purpose, your end goal?
Beyond your understanding. But freedom for me is freedom for all.
Freedom from him is freedom for all, or freedom for him?
Freedom for him is freedom for all. And you feel the door close. Frogs, give me all of your sorcery points.
Okay.
Give me all of your portents, or your potent dice, or whatever. Yeah, portent dice.
Okay. Done.
And I'll give you 3 commune questions. Yes or no?
Yes. Is there any hope for Karen?
And the sensation, the emotion, the feeling that you get is that same feeling that you had when you would crawl out of your tree after a long, cold winter and feel the warmth of the spring sun. You feel like the answer is yes.
Should we trust what his brother says? Or do we need to deal with it?
Those are 2 questions.
I'll burn both of them.
The first one, should we trust what his brother says? You get an indifferent response. Should you deal with him, you get an indifferent response.
So kind of your own choice.
All right.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, tearing the boy open.
Okay. Anybody else doing or saying anything else? Or-
Do I notice if frogs made the connection?
Nope.
Okay.
In fact, you do notice also that the symbol that he drew is not exactly right,
No.
but it's not 100%. Missed some of the finer details.
But he looks proud of it.
Yeah, he looks like he feels great.
Yeah.
All right. So onward.
No, I still want to talk to Taryn.
Hit it.
How far away if we go to the front?
Front door's a 4-day journey, and you're not 100%. You're not 100%. Two things. You know how to get there. It is treacherous in a different way. It's definitely a longer route and harder to conceal. It also will take you through Ristotsanan. Ristotsanan is the Drow city. Yeah, it's hard to write, let alone say. Ristotsanan is the Drow city that is about a mile away from Mazrinder, which is the Illithid city. You kind of have to pass through there to get to Mazrinder. One of the reasons why you guys try to find a back way.
Knowing that, I'll actually say that.
All right, well, maybe we should go that way then.
Through my knowing that now, would frogs know any tree or something that could help us with Drow?
Make a nature check. I'll give you a freebie. You avoid them. Goblins, by rule, there is not a greater threat. You don't. That's one of the reasons why goblins don't delve deep, because there are horrors in the Underdark, and they are at the top of that chain.
Did Torgrim, whatever their dwarf friend's name is, did he agree to go to, he wanted to go around or go through?
As soon as Kasuth mentions the fact that going the long way through the front door will take you past the Drow city, he says, let's do that.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Sure.
21. I'm trying to gain insight on, like, does he want to go there because he's basically said he lives to kill Drow.
Yeah, he hates every bit of their guts.
Is this insight in, like, he wants to go that way because he's gonna go on a suicide mission?
I think he's supposed to kill him. I think he's supposed to kill him. Or does he want to suicide? Well, maybe.
I mean, he lost everything.
That's a deep insight check. I would say
Yeah.
you can tell that he very much became motivated by the situation when that detail came out. You could tell it kind of sparked his interest. I'll say that much.
No, Taryn, boy, all in.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
Let's walk and talk, Alton. I can make it private.
Okay.
Which way are you going, though? That's what I got to know first.
The back door.
Is this a democracy dictate what we do?
Right? Oh, sorry. I thought that's what we said. We were going to sneak in through the secret way.
Well, I didn't hear anybody else.
It changed a little bit. The dynamic, at least Telgren, his dynamic changed 180 degrees when he found out that the front door takes you past the Drow city.
Which way's longer?
The front door. It's a 4-day journey. The back way, you could be there before you guys.
Yeah,
like
frogs is definitely down for the back way then if it's clear.
Kasuth, you are honor bound. You owe me. If
Okay,
not,
so
if not at first, you take me there in the end. Swear it.
He takes out a small knife, I guess, like a dagger. You see when he takes it out, like the metal's almost like liquid. It almost looks like it's just like it's a liquid blade. And then as it like hits the air, like it solidifies.
And he cuts his hand. He does the same with the knife in his hand. All right, we can go your way.
that wasn't weird at all.
Boy, you don't understand.
You're weird. Terry,
The rules are different down here, dude.
first of all, I'm with you. I'm good to see this through one way or the other. But
I'm like Eric.
clarify. You trust your mum. We don't trust Illipids. I mean, there's no reason to trust Illipids, right? Or is
There's
there?
no. I'm sorry. Did you say there's no reason to trust the illithids?
Yeah. I mean, how do you know? How do we know they're not gonna do? I don't know, something.
Yeah. I mean, my brother seems to believe that I'm a piece to a bigger puzzle.
Right.
The last piece.
Does
So I think my death is more of a bargaining chip. I don't think they want me to. They need me.
But I mean, first of all, you being the last puzzle piece, what if the last puzzle piece is some kind of sacrifice for you? What if you're the last thing standing in the way? What if they need your blood to accomplish something? I mean, we don't know. We don't know. Being a puzzle,
Yeah, we don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. I don't have a lot of answers.
to my point then, the Gith says that the way that we beat the Illithids is through the brain. Your mum controls them? Is that what's up?
I think she did, on behalf of the gods, subdue them in some fashion, control them, more of maintain them, keep them at bay. I think from what I've gathered, and I could be wrong because the information is they are also trying to destroy her or render her incapacitated in some form. I don't know that doing that to her would benefit us. It would maybe even complete more of their plan.
So then does the Gith not know that? Or is there more to his plan?
Oh, I don't know anything about him.
Okay. Again, I'm with you. I'm gonna let you take the lead. But
Very gracious of you, Alton.
well, here's what I'm saying. In the event that something goes wrong, and we have to do something drastic to stop everyone from dying, are you prepared to do that?
Yeah.
I'm not confident walking into a bunch of Illithids and some brain what I've never met before, and having no plan and no guarantee that you're not gonna, be willing to do what it takes to keep us all from dying.
I trust the five of you more than the four of you more than I trust anyone else. No, that's including Frogs, right? Because it's Frogs, Knock, Eric's gone. It's Frogs, Knock, Alton, and Carmack. I don't know the Gith guy, and I don't know the dwarf guy.
Trust yourself. Actually, yeah, he did not include Brogs in there. He did include Darklake. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll follow. I'm also not ready to die.
If it makes you feel better, neither am I.
Okay.
All right,
Let's do it.
so you guys make your way to the secret entrance that Kasuth knows. That's the. I want to make sure that that's a lock before. Okay.
Yes.
Right, so you make your way through this. You travel for a couple of hours before eventually Kasuth leads you to an area and pauses.
Really quick, while this is happening, can I ride on Duncan to try and get a feel for his new? I mean, it's gonna feel different.
Yeah, and as you do so, yeah, you notice he's definitely got growth, but you have this bizarre sensation
His
because
bird makes it feel different when you die.
I mean,
What about his armor?
If that ain't the truth, I don't know what is.
his armor swelled to thick, so his armor fits him. But what happens is, focus, bring it back. Come on, guys, we got a lot to do in like 10 minutes. So as you are there in the saddle, as you're in the saddle,
This is what Matt Mercer does.
or are you there?
This is what Matt does.
I know, the later it gets, the worse it gets. The black markings on his wings grip over you, so it holds you in place. It's almost like he has a hold of you, and as such, you no longer will suffer any side effects for not knowing mounted combat. So you had like a disadvantage on your attack rolls, but
No, you don't.
now you don't.
Okay.
And so like you can freely use both of your hands because he's holding onto you instead of vice versa.
That's sick.
But you make your way to this area that is something of a bit of like a crack that you have to move through. It's very small, very tight. But Kasuth tells you that beyond this crack is the Den of Teeth. And there are two things you need to do. A, be quiet. B, not stop.
Okay. Well, someone's gonna have to do something.
I'm gonna do this, guys. I'm gonna try something that's kind of new, but it might work. And then I'm gonna start talking to them each telepathically and use my mind link and link all of our minds together to talk. So now we can all speak to each other telepathically.
Your boy Owen!
But that doesn't work on knock, right?
It can.
I can let it in.
Okay.
Same. Never mind. Eric's gone. Let's see. I already cast. Pass another trace once. I will cast it again. Telgren is going to cast Pass Without a Trace again on everybody.
Yo, Tubby the boy.
Stealth check.
Stealth checks all around. You get a +10. Don't hit the ones. You need this.
And did we say the mind link was 300 feet?
What is that?
Did we say that mind link was 300 feet?
Do we have? Go ahead.
Yeah. What was it normally?
Before it was 120.
Yeah, I doubled. Well, I doubled. Yeah. Well, we'll say it's 250.
250? Okay.
Did he
I
use
can-
Pass Without a Trace?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast. Let me check something real quick here.
Do we have? Yeah, it's a D4. Yeah.
Kasuth basically describes this to you as a valley. You pass through the bottom of this valley. It is a straight shot for somewhere between 2 and 3 miles. It weaves a little bit, but for the most part, it is a straight shot. And it is home to a creature called a Kruthic.
Oh boy.
It is an enormous armor-plated bug-like monster. Razor-sharp teeth, razor-sharp talons. It lives in the walls. One of them you could drop, no problem. Any one of you could drop one of them. 5 of them, maybe. 10 of them would be harder. There are hundreds and hundreds. This is an ant colony of these things. And this is what they look like.
What is it called?
Oh.
This is an awesome time to test out Spirit Guardians.
All right. Dude, I got crazy stuff there. What did we get for stealth checks, boys?
35.
35.
20,
Good deal.
24. And I use bend luck on
Got
7.
23.
Excellent.
21.
Awesome. That's everybody.
I got a natural 20 for a 31, and and Duncan got a 27.
This is fantastic.
I had a 17. I was under 20.
Okay. All right. Good. Good deal. And so you guys, like, are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
We turn around and Alton's been taken, like into the cornfield.
The rest of us are ready. Listen, that's the guy. If you go, you're gone. All right. So you go. All right. You're leaving. You're leaving behind. That's his rule. That's what he would want.
Yeah.
All right.
You see my body go flying in here.
And you're like, "Shaboy, go in." Like, on your own. Help me. All right. So you guys, yeah, you guys make it. You guys push through this crevasse, this like narrow pathway. Even it's tight for some of you. For some of you, it's not as much. It's more of like the weaving of it. It's difficult for Duncan, but he is able to navigate it with assistance. Once you come out on the other side, you can see these things littering this wall as it goes up and up and up. And Kasuth starts sprinting.
Yeah.
And Telgrin right after him. Off you go. And so boom, 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 off you go. You begin to go. Carmack, what did you get on yours?
23.
23 total.
With the disadvantage?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Awesome.
Rolled a 12. So
You guys make it your entire first mile with no issues. But you begin to hear the sound of a stampede behind you. Even with that stealth check, you are eventually noticed.
Sure.
I'm going up with Duncan. We're getting airborne.
Off you go. And you begin to see some of these things leaping up towards you.
Just so you know, my fly speed with Duncan is 80 feet.
Yes,
How
it's more of
wide
like the
is-
ones ahead of you.
How wide is the area behind us?
It depends. At the bottom, it's maybe 30, 40 feet across, and then it goes up and at an angle.
Question.
Yeah.
If I burn a 5th level spot on bonfire,
Mhm.
how far could I extend the width to create a wall of fire?
Since that's a separate spell, I would say you're not able to do that. But you could just like create a larger bonfire.
Are these like do you know if these things are attracted to like light or fire or something? Like
I mean, I can cast wall of fire.
I can summon an earth elemental as a distraction.
What do you do? You guys do whatever you want to do. Kasuth is just false.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give up an action and not sprint. So
if he feels like something's like coming at him or getting caught up on
Vrogs,
something.
Vrogs, you have a slightly lesser speed, correct? You're not.
no, I'm the slowest. I'm the slowest.
30? Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
knock
yeah.
knock is slowly
I'm gonna
falling
start-
behind.
I'm gonna start.
I'm going to create an earth elemental, and I'm going to send it backwards towards them to maybe make 1, slow anything down, and 2, make a distraction of like a creature.
Okay. Knock, you do have one creature that lunges towards you.
I was
Go ahead.
I was gonna launch a 5th level fireball behind us, and then Becky had a 4th level fireball on her.
Okay, so
So-
5th, 4th.
Yep.
You see this giant, these couple clusters of these things, that there's a full-blown stampede of them running down the walls and just pursuing towards you. This enormous chunk.
So I pass frogs then, right?
I would say that you,
Because I'm dashing. I didn't stop.
right, you catch up to Vrogs and pass him slightly.
I was just
Okay.
giving him a chance to get up there.
Yep. But now you both are kind of like in the back. Like, he didn't like go any faster, but you guys are a little bit farther behind.
Is that
And with that knock, and now Vrogs subsequently, you have one of them dash
Okay.
towards you.
I'm gonna.
Real quick,
Can I
Yeah.
Does the earth elemental not stop it?
the earth elemental comes out and kind of plugs that hole between. There are a few that kind of make it through, and also
Okay.
immediately overwhelmed, but just slashing and crushing at these things.
It's got 126 hit points, so
It's gonna go fast. I'll tell you.
okay.
but he does buy you. He buys you a little bit of time. That's a 16 to attack. You knock as one of these things dives towards you, and it's these blade-like arms just kind of slash into your armor, and it kind of tumbles and rolls away.
Wait,
Bro-
can't you twin haste, frogs?
That's what I'm trying to do, but I don't
Drugs,
think I have priority.
an 8. So you have another one that comes and tries to slash with you. Versus your AC,
My AC.
15. So slashes towards you, and you're just like, "Ugh," and you can feel it just kind of like graze. I mean, maybe even drew a little bit of blood, but like graze past you, fumble. This is a huge thing. Off you go. Do you cast anything else?
I'm twin spelling haste on the knock to double our movement speed.
Haste is too powerful a spell to do both of them at the same time. You can twin spell. It can be for you right now. It's got to be a. Am I saying this right, Mike? No.
Well, you can't twin spell. Didn't you just give up all your sorcery points?
Yeah. You cast him back with the 5th level. So as long as you have the spell slots, you can twin spell that, right? Am I right or wrong? Okay. Okay, my bad. I was just thinking of like an action or bonus action, but it's different than what you're doing.
Yeah, haste is 3rd level.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
use
twin lets you choose another target as long as you don't choose one.
my bad. So yeah,
So,
so you
yeah.
cast that on both of you, and all of a sudden knock and Rogs
So he has 50 and I have.
zip zap him. Yeah.
So we probably catch up with the group. Or
All right,
possibly
yes.
pass you.
So your 2nd mile, you guys are able to crest. You can. I know you can't see it, but I will say that you have one additional mile. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Can I,
What's the light level in here?
can I hold
That's a good point. There is no light in here. This
So,
is complete
Do
darkness.
any of them have any amount of light to them? Like anything I can follow?
Anybody? Well, I will assume that you thought of this before. You're like, by the way, as you're like facing the wall, I can't see in the dark. What solution did you guys come up with?
I mean, I have my lantern revealing
Yeah, I mean, I have a torch. We all have a torch.
because I
Or
can
you
dip.
just
I
you
can
just have
dip.
it like as soon as it started to go?
Well, I mean, if we just hold on to Alton, I mean, somebody just runs with him. I mean,
I would've-
Knock would have, but you
I
would have been going really slow. You could definitely outrun Knock for sure.
That's not
Okay,
what
Is it
it
enough for me to
it's a
run?
it's a hooded
Yeah,
lantern.
It's
Yeah.
hooded lantern.
Okay, so you have a hooded lantern. It was kind of I would say that you guys have come to the assumption that it was
Okay,
like
cool.
once we go, I'll use the light, and so that's what's happened. So
Yeah.
you've got the lantern up in
Okay, we're rolling initiative, is that right?
Mhm.
And then I want to hold concentration on haste on us.
13.
I really only need to know who got the lowest. Did anybody get below a 10 on initiative?
I did. I got a 5.
Oh,
Excellent.
You hate to see.
I love to see it. Knock, you have 3 of them catch up to you, one of which looks substantially larger than the others. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me as you hear and this giant vat of acid sprays towards you.
17.
What was that? Is that a
You
dex?
succeed.
Is that a okay?
You have question.
You have advantage.
How
on your
far away
dex
is Knock from?
You take I rolled 10. You take 5 acid damage. No, I'm sorry, you take 10 acid damage. I was supposed to roll 4 this. So you take 10 acid damage as some of this splashes up against you, and then 2 of them begin to strike out towards you.
Is he close?
I don't think I can even hit
Yeah.
you, no matter what. He's quickly catching up to you, but he's just a little bit like a
Like
little
how
bit
far away is he
separated.
from you? Like a bunch away or no?
From you, yes, because you are the only one that knew the way.
You gave me haste, right?
Yeah.
And my AC is 26 right now.
All right, so yeah, you feel the impact on your back. You don't even turn around. You feel the burning kind of coursing over your left shoulder,
Yeah.
but you don't even turn around. As you feel
Mindset.
and feel these things just kind of scattered behind you. You guys make it the rest of the way through this area. I will say that as you approach, you can see immediately that the hole is too small for Duncan. Everybody else is just boom, 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 and you can hear the horde coming up behind you. Taryn, what do you do?
I'm going to bust out another Earth Elemental and siege the hole.
Okay,
Start
so
using it to try and make it bigger.
as you're coming through, it just starts and it caves in the hole enough. You fly through, and then it turns around and kind of blocks with its body the rest of the hole, and then just starts like piston driving into the hole that it made. Just and you hear it, and you feel the ground kind of, and it caves in behind you, and everybody makes dexterity saving throws as it begins to kind of cascade a little bit. You're moving through a narrow tunnel, but there is an opening ahead of you a little ways. Dexterity saving throws.
We got advantage.
We have advantage on this?
No, me not. Dude.
Oh.
6. Dude, I hate my roll tonight. I don't understand.
What is it? Dex?
Nah,
Dex.
Taryn got a dirty 20. Duncan got a 1.
Hey, I hate to see it.
Mine and my potents, man. Sorry.
I got a 14, so it's still not good.
Frog's got us 17.
Okay. The DC was 10. Like I said, it opens up wide, so you guys are able to push through there. So anybody that did not make the DC 10 takes 31 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, man. I rolled a freaking 6.
Oh, you got a plus 23.
No.
All right, so
That's why I'm nervous.
and eventually it comes to a close. You have to kind of pull some of the rubble off of Duncan and Alton as well. You kind of throw it off. You feel you just got rocked literally in the back. You're like your muscles are so sore, and you feel like you might have broken a rib or something.
You get to have it though, Evan. Don't you have it?
Great. So yeah, you feel this impact. You guys take a moment to breathe. Kasuk, you know that this is not the place to stop. They can burrow.
15 minutes. They'll be in here in just a moment.
Is there only one way to get in?
Let's go.
Now there's no way to get.
Yeah, I'm not moving, dude. I'm moving.
They can burrow through solid rock.
Okay, so they can come up. And
Yeah, I'm moving, dude. I've already left.
On they go. On you go. You move on. For another mile or two, you move through this different path until eventually you come through what looks like a sheer rock wall. And eventually, Kasuk points to a narrow,
slit, dude.
narrow slit that you have to move through.
Um,
The narrows.
Is it? Have I?
so
Yes.
like haste only lasts for a minute,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I'm exhausted.
You guys are exhausted for, a breath, a little break there.
Oh yeah, it's only 6 seconds. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You pick back up though. You make it to this area, and you recall both of these people. You remember seeing this valley of eyes in your vision, and you now recall that claustrophobic rock pressing in on all sides. This is the narrows. And so as you guys begin to move in one by one through the narrows, pressing through in places with rocks, you have by far the most space. You can walk or you can crawl on your hands and knees. You have so much space. Everyone else, there are times when you have rock pressing against every side of your body. You find it difficult to breathe. You're only able to move by wiggling through. Other places you have that luxury of being able to move and pull with your arms. Sometimes you can't even move your arms. So I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
What about Duncan?
Duncan is, again, I would say that Duncan is
And that
the
one.
absolute most uncomfortable. And it is at this point,
Okay.
something's a little bit off with Duncan. In times past, this would not be something he would even attempt. But he's kind of bent to your will in this regard. You need to go this way, so he doesn't question it.
All right.
Natural one. You panic.
I had a 6.
You panic.
13.
Wisdom save.
Some saving throw. Yeah. 13.
14.
Okay.
All right, it's 21 for me, and then for Duncan.
With this,
Oh gosh, Duncan has disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I gotta see it because it has changed his wisdom, didn't it?
yeah, he's got a -1.
Yep. That's gonna be a 4.
4. Okay.
21 on knock.
Okay. Start with Rob's.
Freak, dude.
You panic, but when you're able to breach through the other side, you calm down a bit. It takes you a moment, but you're able to calm down.
How far is like the way away?
Yeah, it's about, I would say it's about 3 football fields length. And again, it's not just like a straight tube. It's like that's maybe part of the tightness of it. Is that there are times we have to like adjust through at an angle. Yeah. This is born of my claustrophobia. Alton is there.
You reckon?
You need to flip a coin.
What's that mean?
I've got one.
What does that mean? I do too.
Okay.
Good. What does it mean?
I feel like of all the people to pass, it really makes sense for my character to be like the least concerned, just because
Okay.
he grew up in a hole.
Like, I don't understand what's with you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
The dragon.
Sides down.
Dragon sides up.
Dragon sides up.
Is that head? That's head, right?
It's the good side, right?
There is no good side.
Yeah, you did.
It's bad side number 1. You begin to, as you crest to the other side, you begin to feel like something is watching you. You see movement in the shadows. The panic persists past the constriction of this. You constantly flitting into the darkness. Now you realize how handicapped you are being in this place. This is not where you were supposed to be. When you are not in bright light, you have disadvantage on all perception checks that roll in this, and you have disadvantage on any check that would cause you fear. So you have disadvantage on fear saves.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's been no bright light at all. So even the light from the lantern and stuff like that is like
just
barely like 5 feet of bright light. All right.
I
4.
don't even need disadvantage tonight.
Right.
It's giving me disadvantage.
Duncan again is scared, but and you can tell, you can kind of sense that in his mind, although it seems like his body doesn't realize it. His body just keeps going, just muscling on, soldiering on. He gets to the other side and he's freaked out a little bit, but he's able to overcome it. Did anybody else get below a 10? All right. So on you go.
Yeah.
For another couple of miles or so, you guys are getting towards the end of the night, or like towards the end of the day. I would say the equivalent here would be about 6 p.m. or so.
We're getting close.
Up until the point where you know that you're just a few turns away from where you guys were gonna breach through.
Maybe we should stop for the night. Oh, real quick, I don't know if we can retcon this or not because I just realized it. Since Eric left, would he have given us back that psychic resistance?
That's a note.
Oh,
I
suck,
paid
dude.
attention to it.
Damn it, Eric.
As soon as that happened, it was like rough.
Yeah, I like Knock was actually gonna ask him a question about the crucible thing, and all of a sudden he's just like, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
I knew it was ripcord.
I'm not even allowed to go back. So
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Should we stop for the night? Rest up before tomorrow?
So we keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah, I don't.
We're tapped.
I don't know this space. Katsuth is the only one.
We can build a safe dome that nothing can penetrate. We just, we're tapped.
We did.
What?
We'll be dead.
From what?
The mind flayers.
I don't think so.
Did it make your
If this is a secret entrance, then how would they know we're here?
You don't think they patrol?
No, I thought it was secret.
Can they sense you? I
How
thought
long-
you said they could sense you.
How long does that effect last? It's the side note. It's been about 8 hours.
Oh, did he put it on? Did you put it on?
I don't know. I told you that I thought we were 4 days out. I don't know how long should it be on. I did not put it on. I was gonna let you apply it whenever you thought I should.
If we went through the front door, it was 4 days out.
Yeah, which was like it wouldn't last that long. It would last basically 2 days. Like whatever your modifier is for your constitution, that's how many days it'll withstand.
Wait, so we're 4 days out and we're worried that the mind flayers are gonna.
No,
Clear. If you guys went the route to the front door, that was a 4-day journey. You guys decided to go this secret entrance, which, to be clear, Katsuth and his people found this weak point in the structural defense of the Mind Flayer city. They were going to blow a hole through the wall to like sneak attack the city. That's what their plan was. But they were destroyed before they could do it. So
Okay, and you said it took us 8 hours to get here.
yes, he is taking you to the point like where you guys are pretty close to that breach point.
Okay. Okay. I guess I don't understand, but okay.
I could draw a map if you think it'll.
I just no, it's okay. It's just I'm trying to 4 days and 8 hours is a huge time difference, even
Yeah.
for a shortcut.
This is what you were looking at. So you have the Mind Flayer city here,
Yeah.
and you have in essence the Gith city, right? Sure. The 4-day journey, because you can't just cut through the rock. You have to take the natural formations of what it was. Is like zip, zap, blah 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 4 days up here. The journey was a straight shot through that the den of teeth, then you zigzag through, and then you hike a little bit farther.
So it's like
You're kind of beholden
essentially
to
a
the
straight line versus.
you were beholden to the trails. That's why, and they had, the only reason it was like the Gith had spent years trying to figure out a good way to attack them. This is for the plan that they'd come up with, and they were thwarted at the finish line. But regardless, I don't know what we think we should do. I know that some of you are tired, but if Kasut says that it's safer to continue on, maybe we should, I don't know. I'll defer to you, but maybe we can get in, you can get your answers and we can get out.
I can work with it.
I'm poisoned, right? Still?
Your half of your HP's gone. You're not poisoned any other way.
No, that only lasted 3 hours. You slept it off.
It would have.
No,
It would have. Not since that happened. Yeah, that's been the same day. So yeah, that 3 hour poison, I changed it. Instead, I dropped his HP by.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
for the day.
Yeah, until you heal or rest or whatever you do.
Yeah. Oh, I can heal it back up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just half for the day.
No, it's just gone. I mean, it's just like you taking the damage.
I see. Okay.
I have no opinion. Yeah, I'm good either way. What anybody wants to do.
You start
Like
moving
scout,
up.
like scout.
I'll go with
We still have to figure out how we're going to get through this wall. Still, right? Did you?
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm.
I'm pretty good at blowing stuff up.
I can get through the wall by myself. If you can tell me where the Elder Brain is, maybe you all make the hut and I try and get into the wall and come back.
So we're gonna go see what we're facing. All right. So you guys begin to move around this corridor. You take a couple of other corners, and
Is there any other way that's like not blow something out? Is that an option?
I mean, like your intention was to not like destructively blow everything up, but you were going to bring the troops, bring the dragons,
Right.
and like, because you had to make some tunnels to get to as far as you are,
Right.
and you were going to punch a hole through in some way,
Okay.
or at least, you know, maybe like gate or dimension door or something to that effect through to get to the other side. A lot of those bigger powers are no longer available to you. You don't really have a good option at this point, but you still know that this is the thinnest portion of rock that will lead you into the hive.
How thin is it?
You're not 100%.
Yeah, I could get. See, I could get you and Karen.
Okay.
Is it less than 5 feet thick?
It is not. It's probably closer to about 20.
No. Wait.
Karen could, yeah.
Yeah, and then not convert the hole in it.
All right. So you guys move around.
So hang on. So if I dimension going, can they rip the hole? Like, can you like open that up and go back through?
Yeah, technically that would count as a rip.
I'm gonna say that I can dimension door. Yeah.
All right. So you guys make your way around this corner. This based on what he did kind of described, you basically move around a couple corners more, and there's like this fishbowl of like a room, this like large kind of roundish room that you guys would be in. And as you kind of round that corner, you move in towards, and it's a pretty big space. You move in a little bit, and you quickly realize someone's there. And you had to move into the room itself in order for your dark vision to extend. And Carmack, you're the first to see it. There are several humanoid figures still and stationary, not moving, on the other side of this room.
Are we all in this room?
Yes, you guys have moved into this large opening circular room.
Okay.
And then you hear
This is outside of the wall.
from behind you. You can see now that these creatures are close behind you, maybe 5 to 10 mind flayers, closing the gap in the hallway that you just walked. You've maybe 5 to 10 behind you, and it looks like maybe another 10 or so in front of you.
So telekinetic link still works, right?
Yeah.
Do we attack?
I'm
No,
I
we're not gonna attack.
look to Taryn. I suppose we'll test your theory.
Can I
Now
attempt,
you to walk
can I attempt to hide?
towards it.
I will, let me pick this out for you, because I want you to know what you're looking at.
Yeah, put us on the thing.
I'm going to. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Actually, you
Is
guys,
there a place to hide?
no.
I'm going to reach out to them.
Stand by. Hold the thought. I know you got him, but hold on for a second.
Now, go. Now.
Quit thinking. Stop thinking. All right, we clear these off mic for me.
Yo, gotcha.
So you guys had a little bit of a pathway here. Yeah, we're done.
It's like midnight.
Like,
See you later. There's your boy Alton. Boy.
That's your boy Kasu. Okay, you have several of these guys lined up here. As you moved in, you had several of them appear behind you to close in the path, effectively trapping you between the two.
Okay, so what's the
You guys are
You
here.
said Carmack was the first to see him.
He was the first to see them because he had the longest vision. He was not necessarily in front.
Okay.
And I've got 120.
Carmack,
Okay, he's got the.
I'm gonna put you directly in the middle because I've killed you too many times to start. So somebody's
Okay.
behind him. Who's behind him? Duncan's behind him. Yeah, Duncan's behind him. Somebody's behind him. Somebody save Carmack, guys. Save him. All right.
I started walking towards him.
Said he's gonna put your theory to the test. All right. Okay. What do you do?
So as I get up here, I put my blade away, and I walk up and I take my helmet off and put it just under my arm, and I look back and you see the whole back side of my head is caved in.
Oh.
Just totally like missing. The skull's missing. You see something else in there, like an exposed brain of some kind. And I just walk this way.
And as Kasuth makes it to the other side,
I'm actually going to cast greater invisibility on this one.
he vanishes, leaving you to the ambush that was set for you. Mind flayers ahead, mind flayers behind. Nowhere to go,
Who could have predicted this?
nowhere to hide.
God's boy, oh yeah!
It's your boy Owen!
And that is where we will end tonight's session. We'll have to see what happens in this Soul Clown Fiesta next week.
Mike, you son of a.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Wednesday Games. See you later. And may the dice be ever in your favor.